43,500. We need 144,000 rand to sell. You have 144,000 rand to sell. Is there no movement at 143 and a half, which is my vote? Going for the first, second, third, and final call. The vehicle will remain unsold. Lot number 25 is a 2020 Haval. It's the H2. It's the 1.5T luxury. It is automatic. The roof works. They are selling it as a non-runner, guys.
I know we're late. We're at lot number 25 now at the Aucor auction, which is taking place in Durban today, Thursday. So yeah, I know we're late, but yeah, we're gonna make it happen, guys. We're at lot number 25 now, and yeah, please like the live so that more people can join. Sorry I'm late, but we're here now. We're here now. So on the left, usually, if you're new, we have the AuctionHub calculator on my right, and then on my left would be the auction that's happening right now. So the Hava, there doesn't seem to be any buyer's commission for this auction. So yeah, we'll be doing the calculations as the lots get hammered or sold, whatever you call it. Please like the live, guys. And tip the screen so that more people can join. Yeah. Please like the live. Please like the live. Please like the live. I'm not sure if it's clear enough on your side, but I think all the necessary things are showing. So yeah, 116 for lot number 25, 1116. So there was no buyer's commission, only 2,000 rands documentation fee. So I just input that. You can see on my left the calculator. So the total price for that car, although it was hammered at 116, the total price is 136,390. So yeah. Let's just hope it's not going to do the same thing it did the last time of lowering the quality. Piloso. Hey, the banks also want to make money, I guess. The nice thing about auctions is that you're fully in control. If you don't want to bid, then you don't want to bid. You have like a certain budget, and if other people have more money than you, then they're welcome to go as high as they can, but you should stick to your budget. So this one is currently at 105. Have I got 106? Ladies and gentlemen, it's in Navara. It's a double cab, it's automatic, and it's nice. I'm looking for 106. I'm using something else which is sort of like a makeshift since my tripod broke last night. So yeah, I'm just trying to improvise here. Bear with me, guys. 106 for this Navara. It's a non-runner. It's not non-smoking. Suspect suspension. Engine lights on. Carb is broken. No power limp mode. Cosmetic. Smoking. What could be causing the white smoke? So there's that. Please like the live, guys. Please, 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 please,
Then
please.
Nirvana, let's put a house bid of
Okay. And like you live, and like you
123,500.
live. Cha, 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 cha. So that more
We need
people can join and
124
actually
to
see how
sell. This
auctions
is the
work, because
2019
a lot of
Nissan
people
Navara.
are actually
The
like
double cab, it's
on queued
automatic
up.
and is no commission. It is trading at just under 300,000 rand. And I'm sitting at 300,
Yeah, that's the trade if everything is
123,500.
okay,
I need
but this one seems to have
124,000 rand
issues.
to sell.
Quite
Do I
small
have
coming out.
124,000 rand? At 123,500 for the first. At 123,500 for the second. At 123,000 and a half.
With non-runners, you really need someone like Mumbo who can
Vehicle remains unsold.
unsold. So when the vehicle is unsold, guys, it means that the reserve was not met. So the seller or the bank had a threshold, like a price that the vehicle had to reach in order for them to consider
We have 70,000 rand.
the sale.
That's 70,000
So
rand.
for that vehicle, no one was willing to go up that certain amount. I can't recall what it was, but no one was willing to go up. So then that means they will not sell the vehicle. It'll come back again another auction, or it'll be in a completely different auction. There's no such thing as getting a car. So if a car wasn't sold on auction, it doesn't mean that you can go maybe using whatever connections you have, because I know us South Africans, we love connections. You're gonna go to someone at the back door and then they get it for you. There's no such, guys. When a vehicle is not sold on auction, it'll come back again to be auctioned again, probably later or the following auction. There's no such thing as you're gonna get it, as we saw right now, that the vehicle wasn't sold. So Egna, it had so many issues, which were major issues, especially with the smoke. Maybe it's got a cylinder head gasket issue. I don't know. So you need to fix that, and for me,
And we're selling at
99,000 rand.
At 99,000, we'll give a 99 and a half.
It's also a non-runner. What Aucor does usually is that they start with the non-runner. So the suspect suspension, 99,000 rand for this car. There's no buyer's commission, so it's 99,000. So the total price is on at the right, as you can see, it is 116,840. It's the total price that the buyer would need to pay for them to leave with the vehicle. This is an A3. It looks like an S3 or an RS3. The bumper, or is it the rims?
If you want to impress your neighbors, this is the car.
Want to impress your neighbors. But it's a fake S3. It's an A3. It's not an
There's no
S3.
further advance. At 80,000 rand. Let's drop it at 75. Let's drop it at 75. Is there any advance at 75,000 rand? There's no movement at 75,000 rand?
So to my regular followers, the G-Wagon, that the video that was doing well, it actually got sold. I'm going to do an update video probably after this live. The car was actually sold. I did not believe it. For that amount of money, I couldn't believe it. So this is not an S3 or an RS3, it's an A3 Sportback. S-Tronic. I think they changed the bumpers or something, because, What are the issues? Engine misfire, coolant light on, so is it does a gasket. The engine, there it is. Must pop plug now. This is the engine. It's not it's an A3 basic one. So obviously I think it's an automatic S-Tronic. Nah, Prinlin, it's not an S3. Is it? No, it's not. At 77 for the third and final call, is there no more? At 78. At 78. But it looks like one, but I don't think it is, because this is not. Is this an S3 RS3 engine?
At 79. At 79, I'm looking for 80,000. At 79.
Hey, you know cars better than I do, so
At 79 for the
we'll take your
third
word
and
for it,
final
Mr.
call of the
Cavender.
day. At 80,000 rand for the first.
But why do they have
At 81 for the
it
second.
listed as
At
an
81 for the
A3 when
third
it's
and
it's an
final
it's
call
an
of
when it's an
82.
RS3?
At
Because at
82,000
first
rand
glance
for the first.
I would
At
have said
83.
it's an RS3
At
as well because of the
83,000 rand
body
for
and
the
stuff.
first half. 1,000 rand for the second half. At 3,000 for the third and final
Trindo,
call of 84,000 rand. At
this auction is in
84,000
Durban
rand.
at
At
the workshop
85,000
currently.
rand, I'm looking for 86.
At the
At
workshop, if you know where
85,000
the
rand, I'm
workshop
looking for
is,
86. Looking no further advance at 85
this is
for the
where this
first.
auction is taking
85
place.
for the second. At 86.
Yeah, I think we're
At
having
86.
quality issues
At
again.
86,000 rand, I'm looking for 87. At 86,000, I'm looking for 87. At 87, I'm looking for 88. At 87,000 rand, I'm looking for 88. There's then no further advance at 88, 87 for the first. At 87 for the second. Going up twos, come on, going twos. At 88,000 rand, I'm looking for 90 round. At 88,000 rand, I'm looking for 90 round. And for the first. At 90. At 90,000 rand, I'm looking for 92. At 90,000 rand for the first. At 90,000 rand for the second. At 90,000 rand
Then
for
I
the
think
third.
it's just a recording error. So it's all for 90,000 rand. 90,000 rand for the RS3 that we've just confirmed with Prendelin. So the total price for that car, because there's no buyer's commission, only the documentation fee of 2,600. Oh, we're starting with runners right now. 2,600. The total price is 106,490, as you can see on the right. Hey, mina guys and guys, TikTok ufike uqale kahle and then it's quality less yes. If you're in Joburg, yes, there is an auction that's currently going on. Please go into our site, auctionhub.tech. You will see all the auctions happening across the country. Is it Trindo?
42,000 rand I have. 42,000
So yeah,
at 44,000
the amounts that I usually have are the starting bid prices. It's these amounts, the 32,000, where the bidding will actually start. It doesn't mean that's the selling price of the car. It just means that
and we are selling at 44,000.
It just means that that's where the bid will start.
Third and final call, no more. Sold at
44,000 rand for this car.
1139.
So I'm using the AuctionHub calculator on my right, input everything, and it does its magic. The total price for that car, although it was sold for 44,000 rand, the final price that they would need to pay the auctioneer for them to actually leave with the car is 53,590.
And 15,000 rand. There's the sunroof, it is working. 250, I'm looking for 220.
We've got an
At 250, I've got
X3,
220.
it's a runner.
220, I've got on the line first. We'll take 225 from you. At 225, I'm looking for 230. At 225,
Ventag damage. It's usually like cosmetic stuff with like runners. Battery unable to see. What do you mean unable to see? Battery unable to see. Are they not able to see the battery, or the battery is unable to see? I'm not kidding. Are we personifying the battery now? Where is this battery?
At 275,000, looking for 280.
Hey, BMW likes to cover their cars, so I'm not sure where the battery is supposed to be.
Let's drop about 2.5. Drop about 2.5. It's your bid, you're bidding against yourself. At 287.5 is one line. At 287.5 to 90 if you want. At 290 I've got in the front here. At 290 I've got here. I'm looking for 292 your bid.
Guys, as we're watching, can you please like the live so that other people can join and attracts more viewers? Because I saw about Ning like
297 I have. At
297. Thank you.
At 300,000 rand to my bid with the guy with the cap. At 300,000 rand no more. 302.5. At 302.5, 305. at 305,000 rand ahead.
So it's going to go up. So if you use the AuctionHub calculator, you can actually budget. Like if maybe you wanted this car, you just put in the details, and it'll tell you where your hammer price shouldn't you shouldn't exceed, basically.
Is there no further advances? 309.
Yeah.
At 309,000 rand ahead. At 309, 310. At 310,000 rand, it's got to 2. At 310, 311. At 311, we're looking for 312. At 312, I've got 313.
So this auction it's happening in Durban. And if you want to see all the list of, I'm going to update them today for next week. If you want to see auctions that are going to be happening in other places, the main provinces, 314, 316. So I lost my train of thought. Where was I? The main provinces for auctions, it's Joburg, Gauteng, KZN, Western Cape, Bloemfontein, Eastern Cape. Those are the main five. Those are the main five. So it's Gauteng, KZN, Western Cape, Free States, Wagons and Bloem, Free States and Eastern Cape. Those are the five I've seen. The others, not so much. I've never seen. It's mainly, I'm talking like specifically for like cars and stuff. Those are usually the main provinces. Gauteng number 1, KZN second, Western Cape's third, Free States fourth, and then Eastern Cape fifth. So that's where most of the car auctions are in South Africa. You may find them in other provinces, but they're not as common. 328 for lots. 1144. So the total price for that car, although it was the final bid price was 328, the total price for it is 380,190.
It is a standard bank fleet vehicle.
Is this an auto?
Which must be
Ford Figo.
Do I have 80,000 rand to start? I need 80,000 rand.
No, it's not.
It is a 80,000 rand I have.
Why did I assume AVCT? It's
82
automatic.
82 and a half. Is there no further advance at 80,000 rand?
So yeah,
let's try one.
So it's got an exhaust leak, engine lights on. I don't know for what reason. It has scratches, and then it's just cosmetic. Key case broken. Okay. Oh, this one as well. This is the second vehicle we see not being sold since we started the live. So that car is not sold. It doesn't mean that just because it wasn't sold, that now you can get it through a connection after the auction. No, guys. If anyone promises you that, that's a scam, guys. There's no such. If a car wasn't sold, it'll come back again the next auction. There's no such thing as you're gonna be alone and try to negotiate a price. No. It needs to come back again. Go under the hammer, is what they say. So this one, it's a Corolla Quest 1.8. The vehicle was repainted poorly. Rear bumper has cracks and scratches. Right rear fender has scratches. Driver's seat torn. Roof lining slacked wear. No jack, no tools. It's just cosmetic stuff.
And we are selling at 97,500 rand. I'm looking for 100 rand. It is the Toyota Corolla. You don't find them at 100,000 rand. At 100,000 rand, I'm looking for 102.5.
Yeah, and South Africans love Corollas.
At 102.5, I'm looking for 105. At 102.5, I'm looking for 105. Is there no further advance? At 102.5, it's dropping by 1. It's dropping by 1. At 102.5, I'm looking for 103.5. At 102.5, I'm looking for 103.5. At 103.5, I'm looking for 104.5. At 103.5, I'm looking for 104.5. 105.5. I'm looking for 105. I have 104 and a half. I'm looking for 105. There's no further advance at 104,500.
Let me try to get
for the second. For the third and final. Good. At 105 and a half. At 105 and a half for the first. At 105 and a half for the second. At 105 and a half for the third and final call. No more. Sold. At 105. 500.
105, 500 for the Corolla Quest, lot number 34, 105, 500. 105, 500.
Thank you very much.
So the total price for that car is 124,315.
Lot number 35 is a 2016. It's the VW Polo. It's a GT. It's a 1.4. It's a Trendline, and it's not. And I'm looking for an opening bid of 55,000 rand. Do we have 55,000 rand? At 55,000 rand we have. At 55,000 rand, I'm looking for 57 and a half. At 55,000 rand, I'm looking at 57 and a half. You don't find these vehicles at this type of price. At 55,000 rand, I have.
It's still no difference.
At 57 and a half, at 60,000, at 60,000, I'm looking for 62 and a half. At 62 and a half, I'm looking for 65. At 62 and a half thousand rand, I'm looking for 65. At 65,000 rand, and I'm selling. I am selling at 65,000 rand. I'm looking for 67 and a half. At 65, I have. Is there no further advance at 65,000 rand? Drop it a one. Drop it a one. At 65, I'll take 66. Is there no further advance at 65,000 rand?
Polo. What does it have? What does it have? Clutch sticky. Aircon does not get cold, so that's like a regas maybe. Vehicle resprayed, wind tag blemished, rear bumper scratches, wood area carpet damage, passenger window not working. Yeah, it's got issues, but I mean, it's 1.4. These engines are.
At 71,000 rand for the first. At 71,000 rand for the second.
Very reliable.
At 71,000 rand.
So no milkshake.
At 72,000 rand for the first. At 73. At 73. I'm looking at 74. At 73,000 for the first. 73 for the second. 73 for the third and final call. No more. 74. At 74,075. At 74,000, I have 75. At 75, I'm looking for 76. At 75. Is there no further advance at 75,000 for the first? At 75,000 for the second and third and final call. No more. Oh, at 75,000.
75,000 rand is the final bid price for the Polo. What do you mean car of the day? So the total price for that car, although it was hammered at 75,000 rand, when you factor in all the other costs, it's going to be 89,240. Okay, we're starting at 200,000 for the Isuzu KB300 D-Tech, no quite. Right fender, it's just cosmetic stuff. Right fender, bumper repainted, chip on windscreen, no spare wheel, all tires 50% worn. Yeah, let's check it out. So this is the car. Okay, we're washing motor. Why? Why am I washing motor? Thank you for batteries intact. Yeah, they dropped it from 220. No, they started at 200. They dropped their big increment from 5,000 to 205. Wow.
I need to show 7.5. And we get to 210, we'll drop. Show 7.5. At 207.5 I have.
210 drop.
7.5, looking for 210 at 210,000 rand I have. At 210,000 rand I have.
Oh, the mileage.
211, I'll take it. At 211, I'm looking for 212.
What's the mileage? 144.92. Hey, but it's an Isuzu, so.
213, I'm looking for 214 at 213 I have. At 214, I'm looking for 215. 215 I have. At 215, looking for 216 at 215 I have. 216. At 216,000 rand no more. 70. At 270, looking for 218 at 218 I have. At 218 for the first. At 218 for the second. At 280 for the third and final call, no more. 219. At 219, looking for 220. At 219 for the first. At 219, 220. At 220 for the first. At 220 for the second. At 220 for the 21. At 221. At 221, I'm looking for 222. At 221, no more. 222. At 222, looking for 223. 222 for the first.
I keeps going up and up. This one. 222. No buzz commission. 222.
Right, number 37 is a 2023.
So the total price for that car, although it was 222,000, the final hammer price or bid price, the total price that the owner would need to pay for them to leave with the vehicle with VAT included as well as the documentation fee, it is going to be 258,290.
I'm looking for 67.5. At 65,000 rand, I'm looking for 67.5. Is there any movement at 65? Is there no movement at 65?
So you haven't missed out on much, but then the runners were sold.
66.
Yeah, I will post the prices when you're done here.
65,000 rand. And we are selling at 65,000 rand.
65,000.
At 65,000 rand for the second. At 65,000 rand for the third and final call, no more. 60 stars, please, better, quicker. You are going to lose your vehicle. At 66,000 rand, I'm looking for 67.
The one I'm looking out for, it's the Polo that's coming up. Two Polos actually, and 66 for the Triber, 7-seater quid. 66,000. So the total price for that lot is 78,890.
It's automatic and it's nice. And I'm looking for an opening bid of 150,000 rand. And 150,000 rand I have.
So we've still got an Etiga, we'll see, and a Rumion. Wow. We'll see how much those go for. I-20s, still got a lot of cost to go. Yeah, a lot. And a Polo 1.8, Polo GTI 2015, then it's a 6C, and a Mercedes. Guys, we've still got a long way to go, and we've got some great cars coming up. So this car, kilometers 123,523. Rims has scratches, no spare wheel, no jack, no tools.
Guys, the traders are 238,000. Jason, are we selling?
You should only use the trade estimates for runners, not non-runners, because you never.
180, 182.
Started at how much? Started at 150, starting at 182. Okay.
I'm looking for 185. 185 I have.
It's got a sunroof.
At 187 and I'm looking for 190. At 187 and I'm looking for 190. Yo. Number one. At 188.5 I have. I'm looking for 189.5. Let's make it 500 to get it back to round figures. I'm looking for 190. 190 I have. Let's go back up to ones. I'm looking for 191.
Okay, sell it now. Oh, this is a timed end live. Yeah, oh, so that's online and then.
At 193 I have. Going for the first, 194. At 194,000, 194,000, I'm going to 195. At 195,000 for the first. At 195,000 for the second. At 195,000. 196,000 for the first. 197 for the first. At 197 for the second.
And yeah, like that is imagine to Safuna. No.
At 198,000 looking for 199. At 199 looking for 200 round. I get 200 rand. At 199 for the first. At 199 for the second. 199 for the third and final call, no more.
Salute, man.
Sold at 199,000.
190. So if that was you, you could have won the bid, manje, and you'll be driving off with this car after the auction. So the total price for that Mercedes, although it was 199, the final bid price, the total invoice price that they will need to pay for them to drive off with the car is 231,840. As you can see on the left of your, sorry, on the right of your screen, if you have your phone on landscape, yeah, and if you have your phone in portrait, then it's at the bottom of your screen. So yeah, guys, this is a Suzuki Swift. Let's see condition. So there's a suspension issue. They suspect a suspension issue. Parts of the vehicle have been repaired and repainted. Yeah, suspension issue. So we can't rely on the trade estimates. So this is the car. It's got both keys. Thank you. Battery intact. Everything intact. So yeah, this is the, we started at 25,000. That was the starting bid price for this Suzuki Swift. And we are going to sell at 42,500 rand. And right now it's at 44,500. 44.5 online. And 44,500 rand I have online. And 44,500, 45.5. And 45.5, 46.5 I have. And we are still selling at 46,500 rand. Is it no further than 46,500 rand for the first, second, third, and final call, no more. Thank you guys for sharing the live. So 46,500. 46,500. I love this i20 version. Is this the first generation? Yes, it is, I think. So the total invoice price for that car, the Suzuki Swift that just got sold, is 56,465. So I'm just familiarizing you guys with the calculations when it comes to auctions, because if let's say this car gets sold at the starting bid of 30,000, which is highly unlikely, but it could happen if there's only like one interested person in it. So it's the starting bid now is dropping to 20,000, and now it's 22,500. So what happens is, this is not the final price, the bid price. There's still VAT to be added, and if there's buyer's commission, also that to be added, as well as documentation fee or admin fees. So here on the invoice details on this car, let me just highlight this. You can see that the invoice details, that's the bid price, which is going to be this price, the bid price, the 35,000 rand currently. So let's say it gets sold for 35,000. So 35,000 is going to be excuse me, the bid price. Why am I talking so fast? It's going to be the final bid price. So there's 0% buyer's commission, so you don't need to factor that in, and then 2,000 rand documentation fee plus 15% VAT. So on our calculator, you can just input those details, and then 15% is standard. You don't need to put that in. You need to put in the so it was sold for 40. Why is it so fast? 41,000 rand. So the final the total invoice price for that car, the i20, is 50,140. The car that we just getting sold, the final price, although it was 41,000 rand, but the final price, when you factor in VAT as well as the documentation fee or admin fee, it totals up to 50,140. This is the car I was looking out for. Looking for a manual Toyota Corolla Quest under. Yeah, you can find one, Lonti Siwani. You can find one.
No.
I'm not sure if we have a quest.
92 and a
Yeah, we did
half.
see a quest, but it's not.
At
It's
95.
those
I have
new
94
version
and a half.
ones.
At 95. At
For
95,000.
75,
And we are
I think.
selling at 95. At 95,000 rand, only 97 and a
Oh
half.
yes, there is a
Is there
quest coming
no
up.
further advance?
Lot number 43. There it
95,000
is.
rand for the first.
One
Drop it at one and let's see
eyeball.
where we go.
Oh,
At
they skipped it.
95,000 rand, we go 96.
Oh yeah, no.
At
Just 2 lots after
95,000
this,
for the first.
Lonti.
Second.
You're gonna see your quest, and you'll see how much it's going to be going around for. So yeah. So guys, please get educated about auctions. If you have any questions, the best place to ask me is in the comments, because the WhatsApp line is for people who much of it. 98. So 98,000 rand for the polo, which is a total invoice price of 115,690 as per our AuctionHub calculator. So if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments. I will answer you. I'll also be making videos, educational videos, because it seems like a lot of people are not clued up about auctions as to how they happen. So that is why they become very susceptible to scams. So a lot of education is needed, and I feel like I can fill that gap. So I'm just gonna do my fair bit in educating you guys on how auctions work, and how you can actually like go about it successfully. So give you advice and all of that stuff. So yeah. Because the reason why there's so many scams is because there's not enough education being put out there about how auctions work. 115 for the Suzuki. 150. Nali Quest La Colonti. The total price for that Honda man Suzuki XL6, it's 175,490.
Not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. I need the 70,000 rand. 60. I'll take 65.
Does it have any issues? Number plates not mounted. It's just cosmetic stuff. Battery flags, nothing mechanical.
65,000 rand I have. And then no further advance at 65,000 rand.
Perfect for the Uber. For the bolts, for the Uber. For the bolts, for the Uber. What's people Uber? Aya.
66,000 rand I have.
Put Uber.
At 67 I'm going to
Is put Uber.
at 67,000 rand I'm going to 69. At 68,000 rand I'm going to
So yeah, these are very nice cars. Hey, but apparently they chow petrol like nobody's business.
And we are going to sell at 68. Drop it by 500. No, don't.
So you see that with your budget of 75,000 rand, maybe if you're lucky,
When we get to 70, we'll go back to 1.
you can get it. But for me, but obviously, is the 75 inclusive of VAT or total price or just the bid price? Because I think for this car you need to pay around 90 just to be on the safe side. But depending on the car, you also set yourself like some budgets that you wouldn't go above. So for this car, for instance, I wouldn't go above 75, yeah, for the bid price, not the total price. So 71,000 rand. 71,000 rand. The total price is 84,640. So that's 9,640 above your budget of 75,000 rand. This is a Polo GTI DSG. Grow loose, cosmetic stuff, airbag lights. Airbag lights was involved in a crash or something. Parts of vehicle resprayed, so you're probably involved in an accident. I don't know, but it's a nice color. I can give it that.
rand and looking for 142 and a half. Let's try that. At 140,000 rand looking for 142 and a half. At 142 and a half looking for 145. At 142 and a half thousand rand I'm looking for 145. Is there no further advance at 142 and a half?
So yebo.
Is there no further advance at 142 and a half thousand rand?
For this one, my budget would be 150. So anything above 150 for this one, for me it wouldn't make sense. Zwide, the website of the auction on my left is Aucor, which is currently happening in Durban right now, and the website on my right is AuctionHub.tech, where we list cars and upcoming auctions. So if you want to see upcoming auctions across the country, you go to the website on your left and to access the calculator.
Our trades are not guaranteed at 157,500 rand. Is there no further advance? At 157,500 rand, drop it a one and let's get it going. At 157.5 for the first. At 157.5, 158.5. At 158. I've got a trade at 348. That's the right trade.
Thank you for liking, guys. Thank you for liking the live. Let's continue doing so that more people can tune in as well.
For the second, not yours. 160 round, Durban 1.
Siyabonga.
At 160,000, maybe 161.
Thank you.
161. At 161, 162.
I gag.
I have 162.
Anything above 150 for me.
162,000, I'm going to go 163. No more 162,000 for the first. For the second. For the third and final call, no, 163. At 163 for the first. 163 for the second.
Thank you.
At 164. At 164,000 for the first.
Osazana, thank you.
Second, third and final call, no more. 165.
165.
For the first. For the second. For the third and final call, no more.
I mean, yindlela emoto, but 165.
Via 1097.
So the total price for that polo is 192,740, as you can see on the right of my screen. Not sure how you have your screen, but if you have it on portrait, it's the bottom of your screen, and if you have it on landscape, it's the right of your screen. We've got a Ford Ranger here, a 2-liter diesel XLT by turbo.
The trade on this vehicle is 107,000
107, 456 mileage. Condition, it's just cosmetic issues because we're done with the non-runners. We are now on the runners section, so it's just mainly cosmetic stuff, like maybe like minor accident stuff. So vehicle has dents and scratches, left front door handle loose, rear lights right hand side cracked, front bumper has cracks and loose, windscreen cracked, all tires 100% worn. So ihamba ngempahla essentially. Ihamba ngempahla and yeah. Irenja ihamba ngempahla.
Take the B4 out.
Ubhutwala ekhaya ohamba ngeRanger eli-blue.
But the XLT also comes out with
Kodwa ekhaya siyabasa phansi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the love. Yabo njena nkosazana mele kuthengele something masiqeda. It's a 4x4.
Not the disc. Okay. Lot number 45. We are confirming that it's a 2022 Ford Ranger
You're confirming now.
XLT 4x4 double cab automatic. The trade on the vehicle is 457,000.
So it's not a 2022. What's going on at this stage? This should have been
We got
confirmed
200,000 rand.
way before the auction started.
200,000 rand. We're gonna go up in 10. We're gonna go up in 10.
Ayabona-ke manje
At 200,000
benzani manje labantu.
At 210,000 rand, I'm looking for 220.
Benzani labantu.
At 210,000, I'm looking for 220. At 210, I'm looking.
You're supposed to
At
do
210,000, I'm looking for 220.
those checks before the auction even started.
At 220,000 rand, I'm looking for 230. Is there no further?
Yeah.
230 I have.
So this auction is taking place in Durban, guys, at the workshop. Lapha njengaphansi. If you're familiar with Durban or KZN, you know the workshop is in Tegwini. And yeah.
270, 270, 280, 280, 300 will go down.
280. I think for this one I wouldn't go above.
280, 290, at 290, 300.
I wouldn't go above 300.
300,000 rand we have. At 300,000 rand we're looking.
I know it's just the frugal Andy speaking, but I wouldn't go above.
Apologies. At 300,000 rand we have. At 305. At 305,000 rand we have. At 305, 310. At 310,000 rand 315. At 315 we're looking for 320. At 320,000 rand we have to the floor no more. 325. At 325 got 327 and a half we'll take. At 327 and a half. At 327 and a half, 330 I have. At 330,000 online. That is no more at 330,000 rand. Looking for 332. I'm looking for 332. At 300,000 no more.
Hey guys, TikTok is messing up my quality. It was fine when the live started, but I don't know what's going on right now, so please bear with me, guys. I need to fix this into this. Thing is, the screen share thing is only available on Windows laptops, and I'm using a Mac, so it's not available to me. But I'm just gonna try and find a solution to this. Probably in the next auction, we're not gonna be having these issues.
And 32,000 to buy.
Oh, the list in Nkosazana, it's on our site, auctionhub.tech. You just go to upcoming auctions or view upcoming auctions. It's the site on your right. I bought it cost of how much? I missed that. Okay, yeah, just go to auctionhub.tech, www.auctionhub. It's also, the website is also on our bio. Just go there and then click navigate to sites and then view upcoming auctions. You will see everything, the dates, where they're going to be taking place, their websites or their auction houses. Yeah, you'll see everything. This one is also there, still there, I think. Yeah, because it hasn't passed, it's still there on the upcoming auctions page. So that's what we are, guys. We're an aggregator of all these auctions. We group them into one place. Okay, blood daiswa, it's the Ranger. I missed it. A Ranger, guys, it got sold for 332, meaning that the total price for the car is going to be 384,790 for the Ranger. This is another quest. So this is the second one, which is a runner. Ngiyabonga kakhulu Nkosazana, ngiyabonga kakhulu. Thanks for the love again. 66,000 the quest was sold. So ilena ke bongayithola ke le ngo 75 lo kade nawo lonsi 66,000. Yeah, slightly above budget, but yabo, you could have been there. So the total price for this quest is 78,890.
My apologies.
So if you need finance, guys, ngikhulume nami, you can arrange finance if you're self-employed and credit score yakhe right, awunayo payslip nama bank statement kuphela. We can get it sorted for you. Just use the number on my WhatsApp to apply for finance. yeah, just tell me that you require finance. We can get that sorted out for you. Yeah. Also, it's not just finance. If you need also a personal loan, we can get that sorted out for you. And yeah, yeah. If you have any questions, well, I'm still gonna do educational videos on how auctions work, because I believe the only reason why people are getting scammed so much is because there isn't any education or much education available about auctions. So I'm just gonna try and do that. So
Lot number 48 is a 2026.
I'm just gonna do that, and
It is a 1 liter.
yeah. What are the requirements for the personal loan? My requirements, a personal loan,
155,000 rand.
a credit score, I think. Yeah, the credit score is factored in. Just along WhatsApp, my number is on ibhayo TikTok. Nayi futhi la 0843161932. Just tell me when my local show hi, but man, hi, I'm looking for finance. I want to arrange finance. That should be your message. Just say hi, I'm looking for finance, so we can get that sorted out for you. WhatsApp number I'm to Lonti 0843161932. So my bio ikhona nje mawuvela kwiprofile yami nje uzoyibona ibhaliwe lapha. Nakwisite ikhona AuctionHub.10.
At 165,000 rand. I don't believe it. It's under. I'm going to make it subject to confirmation at 165,000.
So it's subject to confirmation. So it says confirm on their bank, which are they taking? So this 165, they're not guaranteeing that it's going to be sold. But basazobuza bank, can you actually sell for 165? And then if the bank confirms, then it's sold. Yeah, well. But it's subject to confirmation. I go to the tiny motor after auction. No, I equally on. Hey, JC, Manjele. Yo, who's the name? In Manjele. Nice. I was going to put auction.
I need an opening bid of 80,000.
I will put auction in Lalangas, man. Put auction.
At 80,000 rand for 85. At 80,000 rand for 85.
Vehicle chips and scratches, spare wheel 50%, only jack has triangle, all tires 50% worn. Imahindra uzenenye.
At 95, I've got 100 online. At 100,000 rand online, you want to go 105. At 105, 105 is online first, 110 I'll take. 107.5. At 107.5, 110, sorry, I've got before you 112.5 if you want. At 112.5 I have. The book is just under 300,000 rand. At 112.5 I have online first. At 112 alone, we'll give 115. At 115 I've got online. At 150, 170.5 to the floor. At 170.5 and 120 online. At 120 I'll give 122.5. At 122.5 I'll give 125.
But buy phone JC. JC. Buy phone in Bell. I collect 80,000. It's 127 March. 130 now. Hey, boy. Imagine.
2,000 rand I have. 132, 135. At 135,000 rand, I'm looking for 137, 137, I'm looking for 140.
Oh, maybe subject to confirmation.
140,000 rand.
Haibo, why is it going on? Haibo, balo funele moto. Oh, bala. Haibo. Mhlambe mina ngasahlala South Africa guys. Sikushintshe nini? Senithanda ama China kanje manje. Ama input 200 and so other people input 200 is a single cab, I understand. Maybe later because it's a double cab. And it's a diesel, so hey. 2.8 to 40. Hey, shooting a mandla, yeah? Angiyazi le mpahla le.
Let's make it 163.
Hayibo.
At 160 off, I'm looking for
Bayifuna nje
163.
uJC. Ayifaka ngaphambili mfana.
I'm trying to get to the round figure. At 164 and a half,
X-series.
make it 165. You're 165.
Ha, ineroom engaka futhi ngemuva. Yebo leg room la.
165 I have. Now I'm going
Yabo nje
to
ungafaka abantu la. Hayi abaningi kabi abantu la.
I'm looking for 166 and 166. I'm looking for
Ay
167.
ama-China ze kabi.
167, I'm looking for 168.
Hayibo. Enzani ama-China?
At 169, I'm looking for 170 rounds.
Yebo nebhoti.
169,000 rand.
Omakia 2700 no lontonjani. No H100 so hande ay game over ke la. Shange double cap.
At 171 for the first. At 172 for the
Ay
second.
ama-China first. Ama-China first.
74 for the first.
Ay.
75. At 175 for the first. 176 for the first.
Lonti fethu ngiyayibona i-WhatsApp message yakho fethu ilonto enjani. You need to go to the site to Aucor fethu, aucor.com to see all the pictures, but I'll post later on wonke ama-lonto enjani ama-pictures. It's sold for how much? Buang sabonang. But I'll send you the video. 176 for the JAC X200. Bandona
It's a 2 liter.
176.
It is the elite. It is NOS. And I'm looking for an opening bid of 150,000 rand.
Okay, 176 100
Looking for an
for
opening bid of 150,000 rand.
Jack, umuntu ka-Jack.
No.
Wait, does it have buyer's commission? Oh yes, this one does have buyer's commission, 6%. Yeah. So the total invoice price for each JC, I think there's a model underlies in buyer's commission. It's 217,534.
At 140,000 rand, I've got no more. Is there no further advance? 140,000 rand. This vehicle is going to remain unsold at 140,000 rand.
By phone it's on.
At 145.
Vehicle repainted. Why was it repainted? Windscreen cracked. Vehicle has chips, dents and scratches. Spare wheel 50% has triangle. All tires. Yes, I Northwest.
At 147,500 rand on more.
CRDI konje. I think it's a diesel.
At 147,500 rand, this vehicle is going to remain unsold. The vehicle's trading at a 355,000 rand.
Oh, it's an automatic as well. So
I need 150.
yeah.
I need 150 to sell.
Fungela mfethu siyabonga.
I'm sitting at
Siyanda
150,000 rand. That's what we're selling. And we're selling at 150,000 rand.
Awunenhlanhla ke lo ngathi akana competition ke futhi. 150. Sell it. Sell it. Akafuni ukudayisa namama. Sell it. Luckiest guy. 150. So they're going to pay 185,840 for a Tucson. Yes, sis. This is why abantu bayathanda ama-auction. Imagine, you can never get that. That car is retailing for how much? Starting bid 150. It sold for a starting bid sakhona. It went down and then it got sold for a starting bid. Damn. And the trade yakhona is 355. So that's like more than 50% of trade. Yo. That's a bargain. That was a nenye in my Hindra. Yo, that's a lucky. Oh, yo. Tucson for 150.
160. At 160,000 rand.
Hey, ma, what's a dealership? Can't be dice on the I dice on 250. I put in there. Now 400 is coming off my time. Yes, sis. Yes, 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 yes. 150 for Tucson.
Trading at 266,170
Yeah.
at 190.
Okay, sure. Mileage it's a bit high, but it's a Hyundai. If it's yeah, but that was a bargain. That was a bargain. No matter how you look at it, even if it was a non-run, that would have been a bargain. Imoto ziyabiza manje, like a hell of a lot. So in my Mahindra started at 130 for the Mahindra. All tires 50% worn. Parts of vehicle respray. Thank you for liking, guys. Thank you for liking. Touring miles. Touring miles with Miles. Miles is a rapper. Shana my rhymes and touring miles with Miles. In Mahindra now, I was told on the last live that Mahindras are actually very powerful, good workhorses. That's why I've been seeing a lot of them.
201. That's 201 for the first. That's 201 for the second. That's 201,000 rand for the third and final call. No more.
Thank you. 201 for the Mahindra. Usenenye 201. So the total price for that Mahindra it's 248,009 rands.
It's the TGDR. It is the motion.
Venue, Hyundai Venue.
100,000. I'm looking for 105. We are way off the mark.
Front bumper scratches, dents on right front door, 3 tires, 50%. Okay. Nothing major listed. Ba manje lo ngifonela guys, ba lo ngifonela. Ba lo ngifonela.
140 before you. At 142 and a half I have. At 145,000 rand and I'm selling. At 145 at 147 and a half. At 147 and a half thousand rand no more. 150. At 150 looking for 152 and a half. At 150 I'm looking for 152 and a half. Is there no more 150? Drop it to 1 and I'm selling. At 151 I have. At 151 no more. For the first. Second. Third and 152. At 153, at 150 for the first, second,
154 for the Hyundai Venue.
For the first, at 154 for the second.
Now, guys, the WhatsApp number is strictly for our Durban finance. All information about the cars. I'm very engaging when it comes to my comments, unless TikTok filtered your comments. But I answer every question if you direct it to me via comments. The WhatsApp line is for people who want to arrange finance. So the total price for that Hyundai Venue it's 193,154 rand.
TSR, and it isn't trend line, and I've just pulled my mark off again.
Vehicle repainted poorly, driver window broken, tape used to seal, vehicle dents and scratches, spare wheel, triangle.
So 1 liter, it's a TSR, it's a trend line, and we are sitting at 72,500 rand. At 72.5, I'm looking for 75. At 75, I'm looking for 77.5.
Yeah.
I'm looking for 80. At 77.5, I'm looking for 80. At 77.5, I'm looking for 80 and 80. I got 82.5. At 82.5, I'm looking for 85. At 82.5, I'm looking for 85. If there's no further advance at 85, which I'm looking for 87. 87.5, looking for 90. At 87.5, I'm looking for 90. At 90, I'm looking for 92.5. At 92.5, I'm looking for 95. At 92.5, I'm looking for 95. If there's no further advance at 92,500 rand. 95.
I mean, this is a great car.
At 95,000 rand, I'm looking for 97.5. At 97.5, I'm looking for 100 rand. At 97.5, I'm looking for 100. If there's no further advance, we are not selling at 97.5. I need 100. I need 100. At 100,000 rand, and I'm selling at 100,000 rand. At 100,000 rand, I'm looking for 102.5. Is there no further advance? At 100,000
Ay, Junior, bafuna ukudayisa.
2019. 100,000 for the first, second, third, and final call. No more. Sold at 100,000.
Ha 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 ha.
Buyer 1040. Lot number
100,000 for the polo. So the total price, total invoice price for that polo, it's 124,890.
Just needed a sun. That's all it needed. And I'm sitting with 100,000 rand. Let's Garment Farms. We are way off the mark. This is a fantastic vehicle. At 130,000 rand, I'm looking for 135. At 130,000 rand, I'm looking for 135. And we got no further advance at 135,000 rand. I've got 135 to the floor. At 130,000 rand, I've got 135 to the floor.
So Sele, as the motor ngayibona before, like I think it's the, it's been, I don't know, I want Bloemfontein, but I've seen it before.
And 135, we are too low. Try 2.5. At 135,000, I'm looking for 137.5.
To those who want finance, I'm going to respond to you guys after the live stream, because if only guys 7 to record, so I can't reply. So it was paused. Yeah, but I think this is the third time now they've actually paused. So GD6,
it is a 2.4. It's a GD6. It is not. It's a double cab.
Any issues? Front bumper has bull bar, we can see that. Has scratches. Spare wheel has triangle. Okay.
At 175, we're looking for 180. At 175, we're looking for 180,000 rand. At 175,000 rand, 180, 185. At 185,000 rand at the floor. At 190,
what's that? I'm using the AuctionHub calculator. Our site is auctionhub.tech, www.auctionhub.tech. So,
and we are selling at 215,000 rand at 220.
Yeah, it's on my right. It's on my right. It's on my right. It's on my right.
27.5.
Just go to auctionhub.tech and then navigate to the calculator. You'll see it on our site. So these are the invoice details. So yabola isaveli kahle futhi le. I think yabo the paid price plus 6% buyer's commission. Hey guys, TikTok is messing up my quality. As angiboni kwami. Awazi king again.
And we selling just. And we're selling at 232.
So the invoice for this particular auction or for these cars, because according to my buyer's commission, it's paid price plus 6% buyer's commission plus 2,600 documentation fee and 50% VAT. So you just input that. So as you can see, 234,000, and then 6% buyer's commission. So the total price for this for that car, the Hilux, is 288,236. Now 722. Mileage 165,744. Bonnet lever inside car not working. I don't I long this. Nigeria evil. Or I should say I low key lamp. Inside car should I vule kumay ngaphakathi should kumele wenze njani?
Yes. And
spare wheel, rear bumper repainted,
152 and a half, I believe 155 and 155 and 157 and a half, 157 and a half,
yeah, driver seat
161
is damaged.
and
Hey mfethu
162
ngisebenzisa
and a
yona
half,
i-iPhone
and
mfethu, angazi
165
kwenzakalani mfethu, i-TikTok
165,000
ilonto njani,
rand.
iquality uyayehlisa mfethu,
165,000 rand.
angazi
And we're
indaba
selling
mfethu,
at
angazi indaba
165,
ngoba
162 and a
ibi-right
half,
mfethu siqale
and
siphiwe
170
mfethu, angazi
at
manje mfethu
170,000 rand
sisebenziwa
overall.
yini mfethu,
172 and a
yabo.
half, 175, 177 and a half,
Angazi mfethu
180
inkinga ike
at
mfethu, TikTok
182 and a
ngoba
half, and
siqale
we're
kahle
selling
mfethu, manje angazi inkinga isikephi ngoba phela mfethu
182 and
ngivela
a
kahle
half,
manje mfethu.
185.
Ngazi noma ngenze njani, ngiqale phansi noma yabo nje mfethu, nami iyangistressa le, but ibuye ibe right futhi. Ayisho ukuthi ngizoyicula mfethu, kumele ngiyicule lezi zinto ey'la shoes.
Yeah, and 190. At 190,000 rand we have. At 190.
Ngoba nami ngiyabona mfethu, ngidlala ngani, nami ngiyabona kubonakala.
At 191,000 rand I have. At 192. At 191,000 rand I have.
Angazi mfethu kwenzakalani mfethu, if iyaqala kahle bengiyitshothi light mhlawumbe inkinga, ungaletha i-light kayifanele nje mfethu,
Online.
instead bebe ne-glare nayo-ke.
193,000 rand. On this full HPC, at 193,000 rand. The bankers asked us to make it subject to confirmation at 194. At 194,000 rand we have. At 195. At 195,000 rand which got online. 196. At 196 I have. At 196,000 rand I have. At 196,000 rand I'm equal 197. Why are you betting against yourself? 196 is behind.
Why are you betting against yourself? Yabona nje mfethu, la. Hey, imali eningi, betting against yourself. La, ubani manje abamavezi mfethu, abantu ubani is betting against himself mfethu. Imali eningi South Africa.
No more.
200,000.
Subject to confirmation. 200,000.
But it's I gotta finalize. So if it's confirmed, the final price is going to be 246,790 for the VW Golf R
7i. It's a B200, and it's not. It's automatic. We are looking at an opening bid of 70,000 rand. We have 70,000 rand for the series bid. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's Aucor red. That means it goes faster. Then we get 60,000 rand.
Well, now I'm going to my pajama.
Be careful, don't wait for the auction, you'll buy a car. At 60,000, do we have 60,000? We do have 60,000 rand, we have 62 and a half. At 60,000 rand, we have 62 and a half. At 60,000, we have 62 and a half. Is there no further advance at 60,000 rand?
I beat 200. Okay, konje ngithe ngizoyicula lezi zinto because ayibonakala. Airbag lights on, suspect suspension, sunroof control button damage, poor paint work done. 2 tires 50% on, 2 tires 100% on, vehicle has dents and deep scratches, rear bumper cracked, no ashtrays, no spare wheel, no jack. I saw 62500. So the total price is 79,177 rands and 50 cents. I have Jolion, windscreen cracked, right rear door light dent, all tires 50% worn. Vehicle has chips and scratches. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's got 27,948 on the clock, mileage, kilometer. Hey guys, ngiyaxolisa mfethu, iquality yami mfethu angazi indaba mfethu, samele ngiyibhekisise le ndaba yenzeka na last time, fika ibe right mase kuhamba isikhathi.
215 at 215,000. And we are selling at 215,000 rand. And there's no more at 215, looking for 220. Who said that? I'll take 217 and a half. 217 and a half. Before you says there. You want 220, 217 and a half. At 220,000 rand or higher. At 220, 222 and a half. At 220,000 rand or more.
220.
And we are selling at 220,000 rand.
220. Aibo, what's up, Kuba?
222 and a half. At 222 and a half. Plus 6%. Plus 2,600 rand. Plus VAT on the whole lot. At 222,500 rand for the first. Second. Yeah.
225.
Against you
Sell it.
At 225 is on my left. At 225 for the first. Second.
Sell it.
Third and final quarter.
Sell it.
Sold at 200.
So the total price for this Haval Jolion, although it was sold for 225, the final bid price, factoring all the other components of VAT, buyer's commission, and additional documentation fees, it's 277,265. Also, again.
At 120,000, we 125. I need 125 on way below. At 125,000 rand I have, I've got it now. At 125 I have. At 125,000 looking for 130. At 135. At 135,000 rand I have. We are still way below. At 135,000 rand I'm looking for 140 and 140, 145.
So it's got chips and scratches, front bumper has chips, windscreen has cracks, missing wheel spanner, all tires 50%.
Looking for 147 and a half. I'm looking for 150.
Siqale 120.
At 150,000 rand I got 151. At 150.
Yabona manje ngathi siba ngconywana kancane yabo. But sazophinde futhi angazi sekwenze njani mfethu. Nomele ngenze i-focus.
153 for the first. At 153 for the second. At 153.
I think it's a bit better now than it was last time. So I'm not sure if you guys are actually seeing it as well, or you may not pay it, but I actually see an improvement. As I said, it goes on pending 154 for the 154,000 for the Hyundai i20. The total invoice price it's 190,716 rands. Hyundai Grand i10 2020. 132,906 is the mileage for this car. So vehicle has chips, dents and scratches, left rear door scratched, but does not open. It's just minor stuff.
At 65,000 rand I have. At 65,000 rand, 57 and a half, 51. At 65,000 rand.
For this one, I wouldn't go above 75.
67 and a half. 67 and a half is on the front. Is there no further at all? 67 and a half thousand. And we are selling at 67 and a half for the first. For the second. 70,000 round. At 70,000 online first. At 70,000 rand online. With no further advance at 70,000 rand for the first. The top of the one and the seven. 71. 71. At 71,000 rand no more. I have 71. For the first, for the second, for the third and final call. No more. Sold at 71,000 rand to buy a 751.
71,000.
Lot number 61.
So the total price for that i20 is 89,539 rands.
2016.
So it's a petrol.
It's a BMW 120i.
Automatic. Back rubber wiper out. Paint work and repairs done. Okay.
It's a 120. That's the F20. It's automatic and we'll give her an opening bid of 80,000 rand. Is there any further advance at 80,000 rand for a BMW, guys? At 80,000 rand I have. At 80,000 rand I'm looking for 82 and a half. At 80,000 rand I'm looking for 82 and a half. Is there no further advance for a BMW? At 80,000 rand, guys, it's exceptionally low. I want to take the offer back. At 80,000 rand, no more. Thank for the first, second, third and final call. Sold, subject to confirmation. 80,000 rand, 1, 2, 1.
Subject to confirmation, 80,000
Lot
rand.
number 63.
So if it's confirmed, that is going to be 100,510 rands.
Lot number 63. Look at this, a nice little 2022. It's a Kia Picanto.
Now a Picanto, 1 liter start.
55,000 kilometers.
Ikea,
The book is
rear
143.
bumper, spare wheel,
The price of
tires
petrol, this is
50%
what we
more.
want.
The vehicle has chips and scratches.
75,000 rand. At 75,000 rand, over 77 and a half.
So yeah.
At 77 and a half, we're looking for
So, yeah.
80,000 round. At 77 and a half, 80,000 I have. At 80,000 rand I have. At 80,000 rand I'm looking for 82 and a half. At 80,000 rand I have no more. Are we selling this? Are we selling? No, 82 and a half if you want. 85. At 85,000 rand for 87 and a half. At 87 and a half looking for 90. At 87 and a half thousand rand, and we are selling at 87 and a half thousand.
Ayingeke nifunani iKia Picanto kanje.
At 92 and a half thousand rand, I'm looking for 95. Is there no further advance?
Ibo. Naye ka 100 imoto.
Wait for the first. Wait for the second. Wait for the third and final call. 93 and a half. At 93 and a half, I'm looking for 95.
I wouldn't have gone above 80 for this one. Okay, so 2022 I can give it that. Hey, Egna, they're overpricing the bell. Ngeke. I saw one, I'm not sure if you were here. There was one who was bidding against themselves.
At 96 and a half, let's try 500. Let's get it round. At 96 and a half, I'm looking for 97. And then over advance at 96 and a half.
I've still got a long way to go, guys. Zingabi Mote says that. Now it's a qeda ngabo.
98,000 rand, I'm looking for 99. And then over advance at 98,000 rand for the first, second, third and final call. No more. Sold at 98,000 rand.
98,000 rand. 98,000 rand. 122,452 for the Kia Picanto. Suzuki Ertiga. Ventec blemished, vehicle repainted poorly, has dents and scratches, rear bumper is cracks and body filler. Spare wheel 100%, no jack, rear view side, left hand side cover missing. Yeah. This is the Ertiga. Uput Uber. So yeah. These cars are wanted. So guys, if you require finance, the number is on my bio. It's also on the site, 0843161932. If you're self-employed, we can get that arranged for you. If you have a bank statement, but you need a credit score, I think of 620. If you want to apply for finance, I think getting finance is the best way to acquire an auction vehicle because maningi ama-scam la guys. Mina ngeke ngathanda umuntu athenga ngo-cash kwi-auction yabo ukuze ibhenki ifacilitate yonke la ngeke uze uskemeke ibhenki ilonto njani. Ibhenki ikunikeza i-finance inkinga ifika uma uphethe ucash, so nje uma uphethe ucash kuningi abantu bafuna ama-shortcuts. Kanti manje if you do things the proper way, just get finance, go and bid, and then yeah. Because for some auctions like MFC, you don't need to pay deposits, the registration if you have finance. You can just show them until you have finance, you get a bidder's number, and then you can go on with bidding.
Evening to the gentleman over there. Is there no further advance at 117,000? Going for the first 118 at 118,000.
So yeah,
at 119,000.
about 40 finance, my number is on the bio. Sibalungisela imoto.
121 at 121 at 121
bathandazelwe bawine iy'moto bayidrayive iy'moto zabo.
No more at 121, 122, 123. At 123, no more. Looking for 124, no more. At 123 for the first. Go up and choose, go up and choose, go up and choose. At 126 at the back. At 126,000
Hey,
rand.
balifuna let's say
At 126,000 rand, no more. 128, 128, 130. At 130,000 rand, looking for 132. At 130 for the
I've seen a
first.
lot of
Third and final.
ama-sales personnel esho ukuthi i-Aucor ayekho umuntu abafuna imoto efuna njenge-Aucor. Aucor ne-Romeo neyibalifuna yo. I mean, it's a great car, but not if you're in Durban because osomatekisi bayihlupha lezi moto. Ngathi uyihambela nomndeni wakho nje vele bakumise. So indoda usuyalayisha yini wena? Sekumele ukhulumele manje yabo nje. Online 146 at 146 at 148 at 148,000 rand no more. Going for the first. Yabo bengasivele kanjena mfethu for the entire life ngajabula mfethu. At 150,000 rand no more. 152 and a half. Hey, but it's an Aucor, but it's Aucor bayalifuna. They want to make money, yangithi. Bafuna ukuba put Uber. So and futhi there's the competition here is stiff. Ngithiwa belise Cape Town. Ube belise Cape Town mhlawumbe would have been better. This is Durban and Uber and Boss, they're thriving in Durban. Yeah, well. Going for the first. Ngonyane Cape Town mhlawumbe. 155. At 155,000 rand I have. I mean, I'm usually ngisho 120, but it's 120 would have been my threshold. Going for the first. Going for the second. Going for the third and final call. No more. Called at 155. Aucor. 3. So the total price for the Aucor is 191,935. Lot number 65, the 2013 Audi is an A5, it's automatic, also, and we are sitting with a bid of 94,000 rand. Do we get 96,000 rand for an Audi? I've got 94,000 rand for an Audi. Looking for 96,000 rand. Is there no further advance than 94,000 rand? No advance. 94,000 rand. Audi A5. 95. Can I get 95? Is there no further advance than 94,000 rand? I've seen my issues at the service due, tires 60% on. And I have. At 95,000 rand, I'm leaving 96. 95,000 rand, I'm leaving 96. Is there no further advance? 63 cope. Cope. No more. Vehicle remains unsold. So this vehicle will not be sold. That doesn't mean ukuthi wena usungahamba uye uyobacela bakudayisele wedwa. No. It does not happen like that. If a vehicle is not sold at that particular auction, it will come back again in another auction. Lot number 67 is a 2023. It's a Renault Cargo. It's a 1 liter. Vehicle has chips and scratches. 3 tires 50% worn. 1 tire 100% worn. It's a Cargo, the bigger sister of the Quid. Carol, where are you? Mina, location down, it doesn't matter. This auction is in Durban. That's also where I am. This auction is in Durban, Aucor. It's currently happening. It's both an online and on-site auction. It started at 10:30 a.m. So we are 67 lots in, and yeah, we still got a lot. We still got a long way to go. There's a total of 103 lots, so we still got maybe like close to 50 if we're sequencing Humber.
And we are selling 122,500 rand for the first.
So this auction is happening in Durban. Angazi vetse ngenza kanjani ukuthi
122.5 for the third and final call. Sold at 122,500 rand. To buyer number.
Yeah, if you're in Johannesburg, there are a lot of auctions happening in Cairo. Just go onto our sites. You can see the sites on the right, auctionhub.tech. That is where you will see all the upcoming auctions for the week. I think namhlanje there's an auction concluding in West Bank. Yeah, the majority of the auctions are happening in Johannesburg, so you're in the right place. If you require finance, Carol, hit me up on my number. It's on my bio. We can get that sorted out for you. Unless you're buying cash. If you're buying cash, then all the info is on the site.
So looking for an opening bid of 35,000 rand.
It got sold for how much?
And there was silence.
The Kaiga, yes, the Kaiga.
Someone's laughing.
The Kaiga got sold for how much?
Looking at 35,000.
122.
What would you like me to drop it to? 35,000. I've got it.
122,500 was the final bid price for the Kaiga, which is a total invoice price of 152,317 rands and 50 cents. Yeah. Carol, just go into our site auctionhub.tech and then navigate to upcoming auctions. You'll see all the list of upcoming auctions, where they are, what type of auction they are, online or on site, and then where you would need to register.
And then no further advance. At 40,000 rand, drop it a 1. Drop it a 1. At 40,000 rand, I need a 41. At 40,000 rand, I got away with 41 rand on the line. At 41, you want to go 42. At 42,000 rand on line. 43. 43 I have. At 43,000 I have. And we are selling at 43,000 rand.
That's the thinking, yeah, we can see that it was repaired and repainted poorly. Brake pads worn, EPC traction and steering lights on, grill bottom piece missing, windscreen cracked, dents and scratches, no spare wheel, hood lining loose, seats torn, rear view and side mirrors cannot adjust. 46. Yeah, what the very name king? So the total price for that Polo, it's 59,064 rands. Nah, little million.
It is a 1.4 SX. It is perfect for the Uber.
For the Uber.
Lovely vehicle. It's got 20,000 Ks on the clock.
That's a dropper. That's a young Galentiabole.
And 35,000 rand 40.
Just cosmetic stuff, tires, Masada Pela, and the chips. Guys, Jet Durban, also a dropper. Fagi sound if I echo. Kubele on there. 20,364. And the mileage and if it's a right. I gave it 230. I will. At 235,000 rand, and I'm selling it for the first. I will.
Third and final call, no more. Sold at 235,000.
235. So that's above trade. 235.
Lot number 70.
Hey, Midnight, amnyama.
24
So,
listen
buka,
right
it's above
now.
trade
It's
ngempela.
an absolute stunner. 20,000
289,450. But I get it, guys. To ama
really,
Etika
really
and ama
nice.
Romium, they're not
And
available ama
we are
dealership.
sitting
So
at
the only place
80,000
you can
rand.
find them
At
manje,
80,000 rand, we get 82
it's
and a
at
half.
ama
At 80,000 rand, I'm
Lentunjana.
looking for 82 and a
Not
half.
walk ama dealership and reputable dealerships, they're not
20,000
available.
tails on the clock.
The only place on Atsola Kono ama auction. So
The work is
they're in
trading
demand
under
and
300,000
supply, well,
rand.
it's not steady. First time seeing a Nissan Magnite Kuro. It's all black.
At
So is this the
80,000
sport
rand, we've
version
got
or
one
what?
bid only. We cannot sell on one bid. I can say
So yeah, it's
192
got
and a half.
like
At
minor,
192 and a
not
half.
minor, but it's got like majority cosmetic issues. So
I'll
let's
just check
see.
it to see if you're awake. At 82 and a half.
Yeah, well,
At
let's
82 and a half thousand rand we got. At 82 and a half, we're looking for 85. At 82 and a half, I got 85. At 85, 87 and a half. At 87 and a half, I'm looking for 90 right. At 87 and a half, got to look at the fronts. At 87 and a half, we got 90. At 90, 92 and a half. At 92 and a
Thank
half,
you
we got
guys.
very,
Thank
very,
you for
very
liking the
low.
live. Thank you
1,000 rand
Zugisa for
low.
sharing the live.
At 95. At 195,000 rand, I'm looking
And
for
Kubeng
197.
Njalo,
At a half.
guys.
At 195,000 rand, I'm looking for 195.
Thank you Naki for featuring me.
I'm saying 95.
Featuring me.
You told it. At 95,000. Thank you very much for the assistance here today. This is my first auction. I really appreciate your attendance.
Don't lie. Why are you lying? So we've got a tribal coming up, Apollo.
At 90, I'm looking for 100 rand.
We've got an I-10.
At 100,000 rand. At 100,000.
Is that a BT50 or the previous gen Ranger? Or the first generation Ranger?
1,000 rand. 102. At 102 for the first. At 102 for the second. It's against you at 102. At 102 for the third and final call, no more. 103. At 103, 104. 104,000 rand.
Hey, Midnight.
104, I'm looking for 105. Is it no more than 104?
The Merc Bus. It's probably not in this auction. I've not seen a Merc Bus in this auction. But if you're talking about maybe like an auction that I posted on TikTok, maybe that one has passed. Yeah. For anointed lady. That auction has passed.
113 for the first.
But I'm a Merc Bus. You can get them like just stick around. Visit the AuctionHub site regularly to see what auctions are going to be happening around your area. And then yeah, so 177 for the Kaiga, no, not Kaiga, man, Magnite Kuro, bringing the total price to 145,613 rands. So yeah, anointed lady, just view our upcoming auctions page and see if there's anything that is of interest to you. And then if you'd like to apply for finance, my number is on the bio. You can no, this one is in Durban. This one that we're currently streaming is in Durban, not the one in Midrand in it's West Bank. West Bank is in Midrand. No, West Bank, yeah, in Ludwig, and West Bank and MFC. No, MFC is in Kempton Park. I don't think there's an Aucor in Midrand. There's an Aucor in the Centurion. So the bus you saw, it was from Cross States Auctioneers. It's in Boxburg, I think. So a tribe, didn't see. What is it called? Spay wheel, no wheels banner, right fender, small dents, toy scratches. 117 and a half. At 117 and a half, no more. Going for the first, second, third and final call, no more. I try, but
So you
perfect
understand
for
that?
the
And
Uber.
120,000 rand is against you both. And 121
Tanda
second.
Uber
And
tribe.
121,000 for the first. And 121,000 for the second. And 121,000 for the third and final call no more. So that 121,000
121 for the tribe, which is going to be
Lot
an
number
Uber,
72.
bringing the total to 150,489 rands.
2012 with the VW Polo
It
for
was the black
1.4
Mercedes
the trend line.
bus.
It is
Yeah, the black Mercedes.
we've got
Yeah, it was
people
cross states. It was
35,000
an
rand.
online auction
And we got
happening in
37 and a
Boxburg.
half. We've got
It was
35,
concluding
37 and a half.
today.
One line, I'll take 40 if you want. 40's at the back and 42
So
and a half.
yeah,
40 is there.
if
42
I'm not
and a half.
mistaken, that's the one you're referring to. So
Yeah,
yeah,
42 and a half.
the auction has passed. I think.
42 and a half.
That
At
could
42
be
and a half. I'm looking for
Durban.
45 and 45
Half
is
past
one
10.
line. At 45, 47 and a half.
It was an
At
online
47 and a
auction.
half,
Sorry,
50
sorry,
round. At
sorry,
47 and a
sorry.
half, we're looking for 50 round. How are we looking, Jason?
But come on, man. Cars come around all the time. Whatever car you're looking for, you just have to be patient and ready. Quantum mfethu siyanda. No mfethu quantum mfethu quantum alikho la. But akhona ama-quantum na abuya vele. Okay, you can check it next week. If you require finance, you have my number on the bio. Ama-quantum mfethu ama-quantum akhona but ngibonze khona la. Vehicle repaints Polo. EPC inspection yabona first.
At 55,000 rand I have. At 55,000 for the first, second, third and final call no more. Hold at 55,000 rand number buyer is
55.
buyer 400. Smarter. Lot number.
So the total price for that Polo is 70,035 rands. Updates and cash price. Where's yanda? Ama-auction lawa mfowethu. Angeke sikwazi ukusho ama-cash price. Uma ufuna ama-cash price, ama-dealership asuke nama-cash price. La i-price suke singayazi, siyifunda la. Ngoba ubona nje nathi silinde yona i-price. So ngeke uzukwazi ukwenza ukuthi i-price uyibone wena. I-price indaba yakhona ithethwa nje during the-auction. Ukuze nawe ungaskemeki nawe bakunikeze i-price e-fixed. Ayikho leyo nto leyo. Auction niyabhida, niyaqhudelana kahle. Kusuke kuwumncintiswano thizeni. Kuwumncintiswano ukuthi uba uzoyithola le moto le. Omunye une-budget ka-60,000, omunye une-budget 65, omunye une-budget ka-70. Obviously ozoyithola ilo ne-budget enkulu. Mayigcina idayisa imoto ithengeke. So i-cash price awukwazi ukuthola i-cash price kwi-auction. Umuntu okunikeza i-cash price kwi-auction, loyo muntu usuke ezokuscam, ezohamba nayo yonke imali yakho. Bese abantu belokhu besikhalela la, bethi ama-auction ayi-scam. Ayikho i-cash price kwi-auction. Cash price ithola during the auction bese siyacalculate as I'm doing on the right la. You calculate i-cash price after i-bid price isilento njani, si-conclude. Umuntu ozokunikeza i-cash price for imoto athi auction uzokuscama nje leyo muntu. Auction ayinayo i-cash price. Ayinayo i-cash price. There is no cash price kwi-auction. Athi umuntu, I'm selling this car. It's before, after the auction, it's 80,000 rand, and you deposit that money. And we auction, guys, all auction houses, they advise, you do not buy or bid for a car if you haven't seen it. Go see the car, view the car, and then you bid for it. Creta 187. Yabona-ke nayo i-price yakhona. Nayo i-price siyibona nje ngayo yabo. Bengeke ngikunikeze le price. Siyibona ekugcineni nje sonke. So bringing the total price to 230,943 X3. Yeah, so yeah, guys, there's no such thing as a cash price Gama auction. They're gonna scam you and they're gonna leave with your money. You do not buy a car. You do not buy a car or bid for a car without seeing it first. Meluhambo ibona awaz. Bazohamba ney'mali zenu. my friend. Good day, my
47 and a half
friend.
thousand. 47,500 I have. At
2019 and 20, yeah, we've seen a couple of polos in this
At
auction. I'm not
47
sure
and a
if
half
they are
thousand, looking
still
for
to come,
50,000.
others still to
Is
come,
there no further
but
advance? 47,500
yeah,
rand.
there's polos are everywhere.
Let's try 48
South
and a
African
half.
favorites.
47,500, looking for 48 and a half.
You just have to
At
look
48 and a half.
and be
At
patient.
48 and a half against you, sir. At 48 and a half thousand.
The other thing with polos is that there's a lot of competition with polos, so you need to
At 49 and a half, I'm looking for 50 and a half.
you need to
At
pray,
49 and a half thousand, no more.
you need to know your stuff.
I cannot believe that.
50,000
50 and a half.
paintwork
At 50 and a
done.
half
Hey, but it's an
thousand rand,
old vehicle,
We're gonna sell
2006.
it at 50,500 rand for the first. For the second. For the third and final.
Okay, so put it in charge.
Sold at 50,000.
50,500.
107.
50,500. Bringing the total price to 64,549 rands and 50 cents.
75 the 2024 Hyundai Grand
Ali
RC.
Grand i10 fluid.
Fluid. It's automatic and it's got just under 20,000 on the clock.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic.
Mileage, close to 20,000.
And a little thing
It's
in the
good.
room there, that's about it. Otherwise, it's an absolutely fantastic looking car.
And
We
the
are sitting
cosmetic issues.
at 60,000 rand. 160,000 rand.
There's MI. What if I just want to bid to buy same time and not bid? That is when you're going to get scammed, my brother. You see, that's the mindset you should throw away. You can't just buy same time and not bid. You have to bid. It's an auction. Maubegi definition here auction. There's bidding involved. It's like a competition. So that is why people get scammed this much. It's because they just want to buy. Auctions are not the same as dealerships. At an auction, you bid with everyone else. There's a competition going on between you and the other bidders. So you register to bid. So as you can see now on my left, now customer bidder number 1075, 1015, 1102, 1143, 1015, now Futomon, these are all different bidders. They're competing for the same car, and it got sold to 1143 for 180. This is the winning bid again. So you cannot say you just want to buy and not bid. It doesn't happen like that. That's when people get scammed. Hundreds of thousands of rands. Hundreds of thousands of rands. So the total price for that car, it was the Hyundai i10 Fluid. The final bid amount was 180,000, and the total invoice price is 202,410. 202,410 rands. So yeah. So guys, there's no such thing as just buying the car without bidding for it. You're going to get scammed. All these people who are parading as auctions on social media telling you guys you're gonna get the car before or after the auction. There's no such, guys. You're gonna get scammed. You cannot bid for a car without seeing it. Every auctioneer, every legit auctioneer recommends that you don't buy or bid for a vehicle if you haven't seen it. You have to see the vehicle. That's why there are viewing dates. There are viewing dates prior to the auction or during the auction. You see everything, and if you're buying maybe like a non-runner vehicle, you call abantu abanjengomumbo kanje no chili bites who are mechanics who know their stuff with cars. They maybe give you like, okay, maybe you can buy this car and then we can arrange arrange for it to be fixed if it's like a non-runner or anything like that. But you cannot, guys, you cannot, I emphasize this, you cannot buy a car without bidding. That is not an auction. Should we dealership lo muntu lo scam affords if they're parading as an auction? There's no such thing. At an auction, it's only for a set period of time. If it's an online auction or it's a live auction, it's a set time. You are competing for a number of cars or for a car, and then whoever wins the car, it'll then get sold to that person. Yeah, bro. And if it doesn't get sold, it'll come back again. There's no such thing as you're gonna go now. There's gonna be a shortcut for you because you're special, and they're gonna sell the car to you after the auction or before the auction. You're going to get scammed, guys. Please, 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 please. There's no such thing.
Going for the third and final call. And we're selling at 142 and a half for the first, second, third and final call. No more. Sold at 142,500 rand.
What was that? Wang sayitholanga again. Area 4, 142, 142,500, bringing the total price to 176,697 rands and 50 cents for the RAV4 that just got sold. You can see, it's sold lap. So yeah, guys, there's no such thing, guys, as getting a car before or after the auction. The auction, ngoba siyibona nje sonke la, there's both people online. You can see the bids on the left. There's both people online and on site. It doesn't mean ukuthi ke wonke ama-auctions are online and on site. Some of them are purely online and some of them are purely on site, and some are hybrids. They're both. So yeah, to avoid getting scammed, guys, avoid the lento ukuthi uthenge imoto cash price. Bakuneze cash price ku-auction. There's no such thing. The lowest price of the marijuana have you seen? I've seen 30,000. I've seen 30,000. I've seen 20,000 as well. It depends what's in non-run engine, because some non-runners, it's gonna be for scraps, like scraping the car and then selling the parts. It depends. In this auction, there were Sazo post a price list. There was a thingy. There was an Almera which sold for like 30,000, I think. And we are selling at 177.5. Looking for 178.5. Khona non-run osangayilungisa ihambe emgaqweni. Khona non-run obona ukuthi hayi yabona-ke la. Ngeke sengingaforsa phela but looking for 181, looking for 181. Back up to one. At 181, looking for 182. At 181, I'm looking for 182. At 182, I'm looking for 183. At 182, I'm looking for 183. At 183, I'm Mazda 2. At 193,000 and no more. Going for the first. It's got low mileage, and it's a Mazda, very reliable. 185. 185 for the first. 186 for the first. Second. 187 for the first. Second. 188 for the first, second, 189. I ain't get high mileage, but understandable. It's got low mileage. And 192, and 192, and 193. 1102. Yeah, she's on a mile. Could be a dealership. Third final for 194. And 194 for the first, and 105. And 195 for the first. There's MIS. Some of these cars are repossessed. It's either they're repossessed or a bank in London. It's NFC Bank Repo Auction, so it includes releases by Standard Bank, so it's mostly a bank repo line. But Aucor no patch more by auction imoto zabo, so it's imoto engadayisi on the floor dealership by let's auction. But yeah, for this auction, majority repo cars, 200,000, bringing the total invoice price to 246,790 for that. Maybe play mod. Number 78 to the 2017. It's an R2, it's a KB, it's a 250. It's a G. Oh, a Mazda 2.
And we are sitting at 60,000
long wheel-based
60,000
Isuzu 250. Gears are tight, resprayed door, front bumper has scratches, left rear fender repairs and paint work, rear lights both cracked, right front fender repaired, repainted, poor, driver seat torn. Yeah, a lot of cosmetic issues, but I like this brand.
This is too cheap, too cheap. At 85,000 rand. At 85,000 rand, I'm looking for 90.
What's up, Amanya Malala,
I'm looking for
man?
90 and 90, 90, 90, I'm looking for 95. Is there no further advance at 90,000 rand? It's from up to 2.5. At 90,000 rand, I'm looking for 92.5. And we're selling at 90,000 rand for the first. At 90,000 rand for the second.
I get it.
At third, at 92.5.
I mean, I would stop at, I know 90, it's a bit too much. For this one, it's a 2017. The gears are tight, I'm sure it's got like a gearbox issue that you need to fix firstly. 92,500 for the Isuzu, which brings it to 115,747 rands and 50 cents. That's on go. Vehicle repainted poorly, front bumper has cracks of paint, windscreen small crack, left hand side, left front fender body filler, left front door body filler, boot lid does not stay up, spare wheel 50% worn, all tires 2% worn, vehicle has chips and scratches. Okay. The estimated trade is 181,240 for this car, which is a bit ambitious. I would maybe guess it for like 120. And for this one, I wouldn't go above 70. I ain't gag, it's got mileage and gaga. No. 70, maybe 60.
For 51 for the second. Can we sell? Can we sell? At 51 for the third and final.
I wouldn't go above 60 for this one.
Yeah. Sold at 51,000 rand to buyer number 98.
51,000 for it, that's on.
Number 18, not number 18.
Which brings it to a total invoice price of 65,159.
It's a TD, it's a 4x4.
Oh yeah, bring it to PT50 yeah.
Current bid we have is 55,000.
I wouldn't go above.
Confidence. At 55,000.
I wouldn't go above 60 la. Why if no radio, paintwork done, aircon not working. Hey boy. Alifuna kanje range la 2008.
I got 60 online first. What one? You want 61?
Does the accidents one affect the title of the car? Yes. Again, go bid. Babuye bathi
at 61,000 rand, I'm looking for 62.
Babuye bathi angazi your code ba ama accident damage cause. Or stolen and recovered.
63,000 rand, 164.
But so sometimes it wasn't like stolen or recovered, it's just that maybe the owner didn't want to let go of the car, so baze ba busy tracker and then it got reported stolen. Baze ba ilanda amare. So yeah. Code 2. I'm not familiar with the codes, but I'm still gonna learn them. Tell about them, guys. Wait, is it? Oh, it's a single cab. I thought it was a club cab. I ain't gay.
68,000
I wouldn't have gone above 60 for this one.
69.
So yeah, accident damage cars, they do have their own code. I think it's called 2. Code 2 or 1. I'm not sure. but yeah, it looked njani. But I'm not sure also if the code changes or what.
At 71, 72, at 72, 73, at 73, 74, come on. I've got 73, 74, at 74,000 rand, 74,000 rand. Give me a horn, give me a horn. 74 is over there, 74 and a horn. No more 74,000 rand. Going for the first. Going for the second. Are we selling, Jason? Are we selling?
Jason Brown. 10 Jason Brown.
Sold at 74,000
74,000 rand. 74,000 rand for the Ford Ranger first generation, which brings it to a total invoice price of 93,169 rand. Kia Picanto, 1.2 street. Vehicle is dents and scratches, front bumper crack, all tires 50% on. Mileage close to 50,000, 49,000 miles at 32.
75,000 rand, I'm looking for 77 and a half and 77 and a half. Looking for 80. At 77 and a half, I'm looking for 80. At 80,000 rand.
I'm going with this. I'm Kopana Ash, which the codes never change.
At 82 and a half, 85. At 85,000, 87 and a half, at 87 and a half, looking for 90. At 90,000 rand I have. At 90,000 rand I'm looking for 92 and a half. At 92 and a half I'm looking for 95.
Thank you for letting us know, Connor.
At 92 and a half I'm looking for 95. Top of the one and let's go. At 92 and a half I'm looking for 93 and a half. No more 92 and a half. Going for the first, second, third and final.
Okay, 1934.
At 93 and a half looking for 94 and a half. Looking for 95 and a half.
So if you bought an accident damage car and then you fix it, as it's maybe as code 2, so it'll remain as a code 2 for the entirety of the vehicle's lifespan. Total price, this is the bid price. It's not the total price. Since we don't know the total price, and this is an auction, we need to factor in VAT, the buyer's commission if there is an admin. So we can see like invoice details where I've highlighted right now. Bid price plus 6% buyer's commission plus 2,600 documentation fee and VAT of 15% is what makes up the total price, the total invoice price, of which is what we are calculating on the right. Using the auction. So about 98 is the bid price here. Bid price plus 6%. Bego bane, bego 83.
Number 82.
Bego ban fetsu, wasn't 98. So 98,000 was the bid amount, the final bidder. So bringing the total price to 122,452. That is the total price again. Yeah, mod for you to leave with the vehicle at this auction if you're the winning bidder. 122,452. So NP300 hard body, bull bar, front bumper vehicle scratches, spare wheel, carpets only, one passenger side, all tires, 29 registration, 2020. Thank you, Lublin Vascu.
No more 135. Are we selling at 135?
I get 135. You had bought.
At 137
I get Malengaga.
Going for the second. Going for the third and final call at 137 and off 140 at 140,000
Hey, these cars have been going on for the longest time and they haven't changed that much.
141 for the second.
Sayingani le moto ayibuya kanje namanje 2020.
143 for the first. 143 and 143, 143, 143. No more for 143.
Thank you for liking the live. Spectator, Lublin.
145 and 145,000 for the first.
No, SL Simmons.
146.
I get 146 for Elon Tujana.
147 and 147 for the first. Second.
The website's on my left, it's Aucor. The one on my right where I'm doing the calculations, it's our website, AuctionHub.tech 147. Bringing the total price I bought one for 700. I 1,700. Bringing the total invoice price to 182,183 for the Nissan hardboard. On my left is Aucor, and on my right, where I'm doing the calculations, where you can also find the upcoming auctions all across the country. It's auctionhub.tech. www.auctionhub.tech.
At 130,000 rand, I'm looking for 140. At 130,000 rand, I'm looking for 140 and 140, I'm looking for 150. At 140,000 rand, I'm looking for 150.
Tires, service key, paintwork, not original carpeting on the car.
At 140,000 rand, looking for 150. At 140,000
Hayi mileage incane nje. Kwenzalani kule moto? 37,000 for a 2020 car. Should we be worried? What is going on?
For the second.
Okay, mileage incane nje. Was it involved in an accident or what?
At 149.
It's a scrap yard.
Make it subject to confirmation.
140,000
rand. Sold.
STC, which means it's not really sold. They still need to confirm with the banker. So the total price of that Ford Ranger price is confirmed. It's 173,650. So this is the third i20 we're seeing, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. It's got 101,615 on the clock. Vehicle repainted completely and repaired. Yeah, it probably was involved in an accident. I can see it. Vehicle has scratches. Left rear door has body full and cracked. Spare wheel 100%. Yeah, you can see it was touched. This is not the original Hyundai paint. I can see it in the pictures. Even the doors are not aligned properly. Yeah, the linings are bonjela. I can see there was some sort of touching and cutting and pasting going on. So guys, if you have questions, you're more than welcome to ask them here. Also in the comments, I answer questions. My WhatsApp number is for people who want to participate and get finance. I do not attend questions there. So if you're asking me about if the car is still available, no, please go check on the site. The auctions have dates. So the last auction that was featured was from yesterday to today, the 19th. So all cars that are there, they're not available right now because the auction has ended. We're not selling cars, we're listing cars for auction houses or auctioneers. So if you text me on WhatsApp asking me if the car is still available, the robots will automatically ignore your message unless you have like a question on finance. So the total price for that Hyundai i20 is 137,080 rands. Yeah, boy. So this is an Amaze 1.2 Trend 2022. 37,120 is the mileage, brake scrubbing, brake pads. I don't know. Vehicle is dents and scratches, just cosmetic stuff. This is the car. This car is also perfect for the Uber.
And we are selling at 95. Drop it to 1 and let's go. Drop it to 1 and let's go. And 95,000, no more. For the first, second, third, final call, no more. Sold at 95,000.
95,000 came in late. 96. 95,000.
Lot number 85 was sold to buyer
So
95
the
at
total invoice
107.97.
price for that car, the Hyundai Amaze
Lot
1.2,
number
it's
86, lot number 86 is the
118,795.
2014 is the Hyundai Accent. It's a 1.6
So Hyundai
GLS.
Accent
And we
there.
are selling at 15,000 rand,
Um,
at 17 and a half, at 20,000 rand, for 20,000.
yeah, we can see it
At
was
20,000 rand,
involved in an
50 and a half
accident
I have.
and the
At 50 and a
repair was
half I
poor.
have.
Vehicle completely repainted and repaired. We can see that. Driver door needs some force to be closed. Vehicle has dents and
We are
scratches.
selling at 25,000 rand. 20.
Selling. Is this a non-runner?
At 27
It's a runner.
You want to go 30 at 27 and a half I have. At 30, yeah, first before you. At 30,000 rand, you want to go 32 and a half. 32 and a half I have. At 32 and a half, I got 25, you want to go? At 32 and a half, no more. Drop it by 35. At 35,000 rand, 37 and a half. At 35,000 rand, 37 and a half. No more 35,000 rand. Drop it at 1 and let's go. At 35,000, 36. At 36,000 rand I have. At 36,000 rand I have. No more 36,000 for the first, second, and third and final call. No more. Sold at 36,000 rand.
36,000.
391.
36,000.
Number 87.
So the total price for that car is 46,874
It's red.
rands. Another I-20. I think this is the fifth one. So it's got 20,200 kilometers on the clock. Vehicle has chips, dents and scratches, only wheels spinner, all tires 50% accurate.
At 150,000 rand, I'm looking for 120. At 120, I have. At 120, I'm looking for 125. At 125, I'm looking for 130. At 130, I'm looking for 135. At 130, I'm looking for 135. At 135, I'm looking for 140. At 140,000 rand, I'm looking for 145. At 145, I'm looking for 150. At 145, I'm looking for 150. It's far below. At 150,000. At 155, we are low for a 20,000 K car. At 155,000, let's drop it to half. At 155,000, 157 and a half. At 155, we are selling at 157 and a half. At 157 and a half, we're looking for 160 at 160. At 160,000 rand, we're looking for 162 and a half. Is there no further advance than 160,000 rand for the first? Let's drop it to 162 and a half. At 162, I'm looking for 165. At 162 and a half, let's looking for 165. 165.
But it's a fairly new car, 2023, and it's got like 20,000 on the clock. So yeah, I get it. They're probably gonna buy this car and 1102. I think this is a dealership. This guy.
At 165 to buy a
165. You need a mansion. 165.
Number 88. I think this is my first. Please say the name of the car, Jason.
Big. BIC.
A bike.
A bike.
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 So the total price for that Hyundai is 204,125 rands, which is a good deal. Can't lie to you. So MFC la. Who is the seller? Who's the seller? Seller is MFC, right? Center armrest broken, resprayed, one mag and bruise. It's a bike. The Chinese have landed, guys. Boy, bike. Funani NUF. Bada disenge bike NUF. Hey, kodwa sa NUF konje kephi? Follows kephi? Kephi NUF?
I've got 16,000 rand. At 16,000 rand, I'm looking for 18,000 rand.
If you know NUF who's in the comments, please let us know. Sibona to bada uthenge bike NUF.
She will appreciate
Fashion.
At 20,000 rand we have. At 20,000 rand.
Indoda umuzi njalo leyo uma uthi indoda ithenge imoto ekuthiwa i-fashion. Uvume nawe indoda.
At 20,000 rand looking for 21. At 20,000 rand looking for 21. And we'll be selling. And we're selling a
empangeni. Siyabonga mntamo.
Second, third and final call. More.
21,000. I know. Someone asked me what's the least amount of 20,000 is, I think that's the record. I've never seen anything lower than that. So that's 27,370 for the bike. The bike. So the bike lasempangeni was sold for the final bid amount was 20,000, which brings the total invoice price to 27,370. Like imoto engithanda njengale Suzuki 4x4, especially ezoba kanje kodwa ebe cab. Wow. Has it got any issues? Canopy resprayed, vehicle resprayed, front bumper scratches, spare wheel 50% worn, no jack, no wheel spanner, all tires 100% worn, no vehicle has chips and scratches. So yeah, i-Isuzu nayo futhi yasempangeni NUF
165 at 167 and a half at 167 and a half. I'm looking for 170 at 167 and a half for the 170 at 171 at 171. I'm looking for 172 at 171. I'm looking for 172. 172 at 172, 173 at 173, 173, 173 for the first, second, third, and final call, no more. Sold at
173 for the i-Isuzu 173.
Lot number 91, lot number 91,
which brings the total invoice price to 213,877 rands. Suzuki Swift nazo nali Swift alidumile kanje, suspension, hill damage, front suspension, lezi khukhula lezi. So yeah, in mileage it's 77,542. The starting bid was 70,000 rands. We're now at 92,500.
Is there no further advance at 92,500 rand?
Personally, I wouldn't have gone above 80.
92,500 rand.
Bese bengishiyile mina bese ngisele emuva. Bahamba so wena kuyilandelayo.
97 and a half, drop it to 1, drop it to 1, drop it to 1. And 97 and a half, I'm looking for 98 and a half. At 97 and a half, I'm looking for 98 and a half. Is there no further advance at 97 and a half? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
We are selling. We need to sell.
Drop about 500. Let's get a round figure. At 97 and a half, we're looking for 98. At 97 and a half,
thank you, Shay. Thank you for sharing the live.
At 97 and a half, looking for 98. Is there no further advance? And we're selling at 97,500 for the first. And 97,500 for the second.
There is some chitsa. Ayekho safuna manje. Bakhathele manje. Ha nangu 98 efika. Ha nangu 99. Bengise bekhathele bavuka. To the new followers, thank you very much. Let's keep growing. To those who are sharing, liking the live, thank you very much. 99,000 for the Suzuki Swift, which brings the total price to 123,000 rand 671. 123,671 rands.
And we're looking at over 30,000 rand victory we got. At 30,000 rand,
EPC and airbag lights
37 and a half. At 37 and a half, I've got the back there, the gentleman with the big
bonnet cable damage, mats. So yeah, boy, it's day cosmetic.
At 37 and a half, we're looking for 40. At 37 and a half, we're looking for 40,000. Is there no further advance at 37 and a half thousand rand? Jason, how are we looking? at 37,500 rand.
Yeah, right one. But for me, I wouldn't go above 40 or 45 for this one.
They know for that 38,000 rand.
Bengizosala-ke mina-ke lapho.
38 and a half. 39 and a half. 39,500 rand. At 39,500 rand, drop it by 500. I want to make it powerful. 39 and a half. I've got 39 and a half. I've got 39 and a half. Change it to 500. I've got 39 and a half for the gentleman at the back. I'm looking for 40. Is there any further advance at 39 and a half? Going for the first. 40,000 rounds. Go back up to one. At 40,000 I have there. I'm looking for 41. At 41. I'm looking for 41. There's no further advance.
I mean, I can give it that. At least it's a runner, so.
Second. Third final call.
Sell it.
No more.
Sell it.
Sold at 40,000 rand.
Yabo nje abafana bestansi la ngabe badlile la 40,000. 51,750 is the total price for this car.
384.
Yeah, Mama Apex, did they pop or what?
Number 92 was sold for 40,000 rand. Buyer 384.
We've got another
2024 Renault Triber to the dynamic.
Quid bigger brother, the Renault Triber. And Yonage le, it has chips, brake discs, boots, spare wheel. So it's like cosmetic stuff. So when it's a date and a driver's windows into that you can easily fix. On the clock it's 64,592 for this Triber. Starting bid, we started at 60. We are now at 81,000 rand. Personally, for this one, I wouldn't go above 90. It's a Triber, and you know, if you know Tribers, then you know what they're known for. But I know it's in your French cars. Personally, I wouldn't be involved, but that's just Andy there. You have a lot of people who wouldn't mind. 93,000 rand is where we are right now.
93,000 rand I have. At 93,000 for the first. 94. At 94 to the floor. At 94 to the floor. No more at 95. 96. 94. 96. 96. At 96,000 rand I have. At 96,000, we give a 97 and 96,000 rand I have. For the first. Second. 97. 98.
97.
98 and 98,000 rand I had. And 98 for the first. 99. 100 round. At 99 I got 100. 99 I got 100. And 99 I got 100. How are you going to get home? Are you going to walk or are you going to drive? Are you going to walk or are you going to drive? And 99,000 rand we give for 100 round. And 100,000 rand I have for the first.
They would have left me.
Third final call. No more. No. 101. And 101. Looking for 102. 101,000 for the first.
Do you know other websites that do like bids like this? As far as I know, it's only Aucor who does a live range where you can participate even without registering. Amanye, they require you to register and be a participant for you to watch the webcast. Yeah, but like Park Village, they had an auction which was going on. Was it a Tuesday? MFC doesn't really have a webcast. It's just Uste doing a live stream as we're doing Match. But I don't have it on their website like it's just so as far as I know it's Aucor and about WH, not WH, we are brands alone. Pub Village, you need to get a link, a Zoom link. 110,000 for the Renault Triber. 137,000 and 80
Number 94 is a 2020. It's a Hyundai Grand RT. It's a 1.0. It's a motion. It is not. What is the mileage on that car? It's a 46,000 Ks. And we're sitting at 65,000 rand.
Granite 10 motion. Vehicle has dents and scratches. Left rear door has chips. Okay. This is the car. Clean, 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 clean.
And 95 to the lady at the chair. And 95 to the 95 is online.
We started at 60. We're now at 95. Probably gonna sell at like 105 or 10.
And 95,000 looking for 97 and all, 97 and all.
So guys, if you have any questions, you can ask them here on the comments. My WhatsApp number is for those who want to apply for finance. If you want to buy an auction, you need to be prepared. 97,500 for the I-10. 97,500. This is the last batch. 121,842 rands and 50 cents. W205 serviced, A2 overdue, paintwork, chips, dents and scratches, tires, seats torn. Sorry, worn. So yeah, now Mercedes Benz. Oh, Mercedes. Onyaka Mercedes. Oh, Mercedes. Oh, Swiper no limits. Oh, Mercedes. Oh, steering. NE or AGP NE. Bali or Mercedes. Yeah. We've got 179,000 we've got 179,566 kilometers on the clock for this auction, for this vehicle, man. Mercedes-Benz C200 automatic W205 version. Yeah, we started at 110. We are now at 116. Subject to confirmation. So it's not really sold, but they still gonna confirm at the bank if they're willing to sell at that price. Long wheelbase. 300,000 kilometers. Oh, construction. Hey. This one, I'm not going up above 45, 50. This was a workhorse. I want to be searching some pay motor. We have an auction with 12 abantu be contract. ABS lights on, brakes low, vehicle repaired and clutch hard, gearbox noisy, doors not locking with key. So when you're looking at aftermarket key. Too many issues on this one. I wouldn't have gone above 50. This car was a proper workhorse, you can see. It even got the construction vehicle signage. So it was used proper.
At 70,000, 72.5. Is there no further advance at 70,000 rand? 72.5. And I'm selling at 72.5. At 72.5, I'm looking for 75. At 72.5, I'm looking for 75. Is there no further advance at 72.5? Drop it by one and let's get it out. At 72.5, looking for 73.5. No more. Right for the first, second, and third and final call at 72.5.
72 and a half.
And we sitting with 30.
Yeah guys, sorry about that guys. Balo ngifonela. Engabe imali le ngibizayo ngizobafonela manje.
At 60,000 I got. At 60,000 no more. Looking for 62 and a half. At 62 and a half, I'm looking for 65. At 65, looking for 67 and a half. At 65, I'm looking for 67 and a half. Is there no further advance at 65,000 rand? Trying for the first. At 67 and a half, I'm looking for 70. At 67 and a half, I'm looking for 70. At 67 and a half, I'm looking for 70. Is there no further advance at 70? At 70, I'm looking for 72 and a half. At 70, I'm looking for 72 and a half. I'm selling it at 70. At 70,000, drop it to one, and at 72 and a half, let's go. At 72 and a half, looking for 75. At 72 and a half, looking for 75. If there no further advance, at 72 and a half, drop it to one, and then sell. At 72 and a half, looking for 73 and a half. Going for the first, 73 and a half. At 73 and a half, I've got. At 73 and a half, looking for 74. At 73 and a half.
Oh, Isuzu was sold. The final invoice price was 91,367 rands and 50 cents.
At 75 and a half, I have. At 75 and a half, go to 76. Go to 76. At 75 and a half, I'm looking for 76. At 76 and a half, I'm looking for 77 and a half. At 76, I'm looking for 77. Is there no further advance at 76 and a half? Going for the first.
76 and a half.
Second. For the third and final call, no more.
Sisuka kude
76 and a half.
76 and a half, which brings the total invoice price to for the Ford Fiesta to 96,243 rands and 50 cents. Archie, this is not an app, this is a site. There's no app. The site on my left is Aucor, which is the auction house or auctioneer, and the site on my right is AuctionHub, which is our site where you can see all the upcoming auctions of car auctions across Southern Africa. You can see and also get the calculator, all of that good stuff. Oh, Atos. We started at how much? We started at 70,000. We're now at 100,000. 101.
100,000 rand.
Or 100,000.
1143. At 100,000 rand.
So the total price is 124,890 rands. This is a South African favorite. Suspension. It's probably gonna go above trade. It's got a sunroof, 6C. It's probably gonna go above 200 and it's in Durban.
Thank you very much. We can always rely on you.
And it's got the custom, the thingy. I'm a native Rimacorn. What a car. Pocket rockets. This one is probably going to go above 200. I know South Africans when it comes to polos. And the mileage is decent, 149. Although it's not guaranteed, but it's decent. At 122 and a half, at 122 and a half, 125, and 125, 127 and a half, and 130, at 130,000, I'm thinking about it, at 132 and a half, at 132 and a half, 135, at 135, and 137, at 137, 140, and we're selling at 140, at 140 and a half. 140, I ain't gay, console. Malingunan je, polo. Wow, Zamba 1000, probably gonna get sold below 200 then. I polo fan, probably 160.
There's no further advance at 147,000 for the first, second, third and final call, no more.
148.
And 148,000.
You see, when it comes to polos, I tell you, competition is tough.
Second, third and final call, no more. It would have been nice to have got 150. At 150 we have, and 150,000 for the first. 151. And 151 for 152. And 151 for 152. And 151 that's gonna go. And 151 for 152. Right for the first.
Nathi mfethu siyabonga mfethu siyabonga mfethu. Thank you for liking the live.
And 152,000 no more. For the first.
I get Gem Vlogs 200k once. I get. I think is with that it's an all or nothing because someone can 153. Yeah, boy, would want to be there 200. I was so overspending. 189,497 is the total price for the Polo GTI 16. If I go 200,000 once, vele basuffocate bonke. But boy, man, you would have overpaid. 75 Grand i10 motion radiator. Radiator loose. Kade kwenziwani radiator zibe loose. Namshayisile. Dents and scratches, oil leak, bottom cradle is damaged, slight misfire, suspected. Shoots a shayisela our radiator shoots. 2024 model last year. Sisuka kude. At 90,000 rand for the first. At 90,000 rand, 91. So on the clock we've got 40,217. Sisuka kude. 92,000. So the total price for the Hyundai it's 115,138 rands. It's going on for 132,000. My mileage is 132,392. Vehicle repaired and repainted poorly. Boot does not stay up in the hydraulics. Vehicle has scratches, battery flats. Yeah, I mean,
it's a lot of car trading at over 300,000 rand or 150. At 115,000 rand, I'm looking for 170 and a half. At 115,000, looking for 170 and a half.
So we started at 79,000. We are now at 117. 120.
Let's drop it by one and sell. Let's drop it by one and sell. At 120 for the first. At 121. At 121 for the first. Line 2. 123. 123. Online. 123 online. Is there no further advance at 123? 124. At 124,000 rand, I have a 124 Aucor. At 125, I got 124, no more. At 125, at 125, 126, and 126, I'm looking for 127. At 126,000 rand, no more. Going for the first, 127. Going for the second, 127. Going for the third and final call at 127, no more. Sold at 127.
127 is the final bid or the hammer price. We've got two more cars, one more to go after this, two more cars, and then we're done. So the total price for that car is 157,803 rands. for the Tiguan i20. All tires 100% on. Dents and scratches, parts of vehicle paintwork done. Need brakes. Vehicle has previously involved in accident. And the left front were poorly done. Yeah, on the clock it's 66,303. Starting money, we started at 41, we are now at 77. Itigwani was 127,000 Rand bid price, and the total invoice price, Naila, it's 157,803. It's the total price. But it was sold for 127. When you factor in all the other components and costs, it brings it to a total of 157,803. Polo. Yeah, my polo. They got sold for various amounts, and there are many polos. The most recent one is the 6C GTI 1.8 DSG. It got sold for 157, 158 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Pozayami Finance. You can WhatsApp me on this number here, 084-316-1932. We can arrange finance. Just WhatsApp me, tell me on your message that you're looking for finance. We can get that sorted out for you. Self-employed, if you have a good credit score, and yeah. Okay, Imag. Oh, I20 got sold for 87,000. 87,000. Which brings the total to the previous car, second last, to 109,043. 109,043 rands is the total price. Yeah, if it's Pozayami, you can WhatsApp me and we can arrange finance for you. Okay. Who else? I think we're done. Yeah. So yeah, this is the Mercedes-Benz C200 W206, the latest. We started at 481 was the starting bid for this one. So nothing major with this car. Tires, ashtray, no spare wheel, no jack, no tools. So yeah. So no stress, boss. I am no stress. When I just WhatsApp me and we can sort out your finance, and then you can get on with bidding. There are many auctions happening. If you're in Joburg, then wow. Online, both online and on sites, auctions are happening each and every week, guys. So you need to prepare a week in advance, preferably, and get on with viewing the car, inspect the car. If you have like someone who is a mechanic, get them to inspect the car with you, and then you can bid when the auction is on. 651. I ain't get it, so overpriced, manje. Okay, I get it. The mileage it's 8,213. I get that. 654 no more. First 655. And 656. I ain't get it. It doesn't make sense. 656,000. Ngabe ngizoma nje ku 500. Ngabe ngisalile. Ngaba ngisekho. For the first 658. And 658 for the first. 659 for the first. 660 for the first. 661 for the first. 662 for the first. Second, third, and final call. 664. Why, 665 if you want. 666. No more 666.
667. And 667 for the first, 668 for the first, 669. And 669, looking for 670, 670. At 671 if you want. At 670 for the first. One. At 671 for the first. 671 for the second. 672. At 672 for the first. 672 for the third. 672 for the third and final for the Lord. So 672,000 by 1126.
So it's a total of 822,158 rands. I gig above the estimated trade down. So yeah, guys,
Thank you very much
we are done.
The exclusive voice bank.
We are done with Ilontonjana auction, and I just want to thank everyone who was tuned in on the live. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for following everything, guys. All engagements, I'm very appreciative of them. So lana we were using the AuctionHub calculator to calculate the total bid amounts or total prices. So la you calculate total price, la you calculate, it's the same thing on your phone as well. Mind just because it's on desktop. You calculate the budget. If you have a budget of say 150, and the buyer's commission for that particular auction, we saw that for the cars that were remaining, it was 6%, and there was a 2,600 documentation fee. So what the calculator does is it gives you a figure which your bid should not exceed. So when Amasebebiza, so let's calculate maximum bid 120, 598 and 85 cents. So your bid should not exceed 120 if your budget is 150 for this particular auction, because you also have to factor in a buyer's commission, ne lontunjana, ne admin or documentation fees. Lontunjana are 2,600. So yeah, guys, isathi iyona le i-auction le kade phela namhlanje le siyifeaturishile lana. We still got major upgrades coming on the site. Isazo revamp nje kwangempela. And we're still going to push it heavily. So tell abanye guys about ukuthi ama-car auctions atholakala AuctionHub and atholakala AuctionHub kuphela. So la kwama upcoming auctions uzobona wonke ama-auction yeke la now list yawo that are going to be happening. Yabo nje le nayi ile le Aucor le ade siyibuka nje manje. Ile at Durban le ade siyibuka manje. So uyabona ukuthi khona la ku-upcoming auctions, khona enye futhi i-cross state le ezophela namhlanje, iyona le engifeaturishile lapha. And then you've got West Bank, which is ending also today, and then bese kuba ila amanye guys our next week. Yeah, my upcoming auctions now. I want to la na calculator, my resources if you want to read up on my auctions ukuthi asebenza kanjani, like terminology yonke leyo nto le. And then nayi number yami la phezulu 0843161932 if you want to apply for finance. So Pamandla is asking, so if I get a finance from you, how many months must you pay? I-finance mfethu sinasebenzisana nama-bank, all major banks, or Standard Bank, or FNB, bonke labo, West Bank. So ibona sisebenza nabo, ibona bazokunikeza yonke lento, mina anginikeze muntu. We work with our major banks and then we apply on your behalf sikutholele izinto right, ama-interest rates are right, yonke leyo nto le. Akusimile kunikeza imali when I'm in good standing with the credit bureau. Your credit score yakho be right. Even if you are self-employed, you can get financing if your credit score is A-okay. Yeah guys, ngiyacela guys ngiqale ngokubonga nje kakhulu ukuthi nitune in kule live le AuctionHub. Siyafuna nje ukukhulisa nje ngempela guys, abantu bawazi, ngoba enye into futhi is that a lot of people are succumbing to scams that are going on around abantu bedayisela imoto, and angini blame mina guys. I believe ukuthi leyo nto leyo idalwa ukuthi there isn't enough information going on going on in the auction space. So abantu abaningi abazi izinto sebenza kanjani. So AuctionHub, if sukhulisa, it'll be that authority naleyo platform leyo ezokwazisa abantu about ama-auction asesebenza kanjani, so that they're not gullible to ama-scams that are going on, yabo. So one, imoto awuyithengi ungakayiboni. You never buy a car without viewing it first. All auctions ama-legit ngaphandle mazo awekho legit. I-auction ayikunikezi imoto i-cash price. I-auction ayikunikezi ilontunjana imoto before after the auction. Ama-auctions they happen ngaleso sikhathi leso when everyone is there. It's like a competition of sorts. We are bidding sifuna leyo moto leyo, yabo. So whoever gets the winning bid gets to buy the car or gets to walk away with the car. So let's be careful of ama-scams, guys. Yes, so be careful of ama-scams. AuctionHub will never ask you for any money. Asiyidayisi imoto thina, asiyidayisi imoto, siya-advertise, siya-promote, sipromote ama-auctions ney'moto zakhona, yabo. Thina sisebenzisana nama-auctioneers, nama-auction houses, asisebenzisani namalontunjana. Asiyiwona thina, asikwamukeli imali, asina bank account uzokhokha kuthina, no. So beware of abantu who pose as ama-auctions abafuna ukuni-scammer, guys. If you khona ongayazi, you ask, especially in the comments. Mina ngikakhulu ama-comments. If you have a question on the comments, I will answer it as much as I have my comments amaningi, but I try to answer them individually. So my WhatsApp number is only for those who require finance. So if you want to get finance for an auction vehicle, it's always best to prepare a week before, because the auctions are happening each and every week. Each and every week there's an auction happening. So it's always best to prepare the week before. So get your papers in order, documentation, what you might call this, your finance finance arranged before the auction happens. And ubone ukuthi, because chances are le moto ifunayo kungenzeka ukuthi ugcina ungayiwini because maybe of your budget, or maybe someone outbidded you, ubene budget enkulu kuneyakho, yabo. As we saw kule auction day ukuthi some people were bidding, yabo, imali eshisile for ezinye imoto, yabo. So be mindful of that, guys. Be careful ukuthi you give yourselves ample time ukuthi to apply for finance if you require finance, so that you can actually bid. If ungawini kule auction, be patient. Any auction izofika, yabo. Ufika any auction mhlambe kube khona enye imoto futhi oyithandayo, and kumele ube ne-list kwi-auction. Ngathi iyasiza uba ne-list, ube like nama-targeted cars, yabo. Ube nama-targeted cars ukuthi these are the cars that I want. You can't just go into an auction uthi ngifuna imoto eyodwa, because ama-chances ukuthi outbid maningi, because abanye abantu balontunjana abantu baningi abasuke befuna leyo moto, kusuke ngasiwena kuphela, yabo. So yeah, guys, which auction? So here we were looking at the Aucor auction, but lengi kuyona manje on our site auctionhub.tech. This is the cross-state auction, was online. Siphelile manje. Nah, my auction details are corner. Cross-state auctioneers was happening from yesterday. Gauteng, Boksburg. So yeah, cars for 40 to 50k. Yes, akona is a corny amount of it. So for 40 to 50k, corner to see one jet that got sold for all on Tunjana of it. Or let me just yabo, what's an invezelela kahle, yabo. Ukuze ngibone ukuthi imoto idayise ngamalini, yabo. So la is Aucor site le, yabo. This is a non-runner, iDatsani. Moja Magic, Datsun got actually sold for 16,500. Obviously, got a sense on a calculator, so you are calculating what lo 16 by 9, lo 16,500. I'll see on the price inclusive, yabo. Yes, lungan la non-runners, kala nga non-runners la Aucor, yabo. So yabo yonke leyo nto le, and then If you're looking for a double cab and ufuna finance ungithinte mina mawufuna finance, but if you're looking for a double cab akuhleze khona ama-double cab auction uye nje lana ku upcoming auctions la kwisite yethu auctionhub.tech uzobona nje wonke ama-auction iwona wonke la wenzakalayo for this week yabo. And then-ke back to NJ inumber yami, it's on the bio mawuklikha nje kwi-profile yami uzobona ilonto njani, uzoyibona number yami. Mina acela ungicontact if mawukuthi ufuna i-finance makhona imibuzo mhlawumbe ufuna ukuyibuza kama-comments ngikhona yabo, ngiyaphendula ama-comments anginankinga nabo. And depends ama-double cab ama-amounts akhona ahlukile, so you can't really decide ukuthi, it depends wena ukuthi ufuna into engakanani yabo noma into enjani. So lana-ke siyabona-ke ukuthi lot number 12 got sold for 16,500, nali Etios non-runner got sold for 42,000. i-GTI ilonto njana i-Golf GTI, there's also a non-runner, it got sold for 34,000 yabo. Obviously melinenkinga nabayasho exhaust rattle, engine and ABS and traction ban nali Polo li non-runner nalo got sold for 86,000 yabo. Inle Audi or iphasiwe yona nali range of double cab ngoba nalo liphasiwe. So you can just if ufuna uzobona nje wonke ama-price nali Volvo it got sold for 22,500 lona lilonto njana nali non-runner. And then mase kuba ilonto njana i-NP200 nalo ngo-30,000. i-Jeep got passed. i-Haval H2 got sold for 116,000. nali Navara nalo got passed. i-CX5 Mazda got sold for 99,000. Do you factor in my fixed cost? No, but Lungani, we work with banks. It's all the major banks. We work on behalf of my bank, and then we apply for you. Sectorial interest rates are right now. Yonke based on i-credit profile yakho na yonke lento leyo. Ayukuthi uandile onikeza imali ama-bank asuke anikeza imali. So you need to be in good standing. You need to be in good standing nama bank. Obviously that means a credit score can right and all of that good stuff. Yes, starting bid was 80,000 for lot number 26 in ilonto njana Navara yabona nto le. And then this is the Audi. I think this is where we began at lot 27 because you were late. Siqale lana ke thina lot 27. 99 ilonto njani i RS3 le makushiwo. Khona mfethu oshilo athi RS3 le. Kodwa kubhalwe A3 la because nayo ibhaliwe RS3 nenjeni uthe RS3 mayibuka nje uyazazi imoto. So starting bid was 80,000, it ended up getting sold for 90,000 yabo. So iyona ke Audi le non-run. Then ke mase siqala Standard Bank ke bese ku Standard Bank ke lo. Standard Bank bunayo bid Standard Bank ubunganayo bid price i-buyer's commission, I'm sorry. Nali Polo Polo Vivo. Why manje ngilonto njani nali Polo Vivo nalo it's starting bid sakhona kube u-30,000 sadayiswa ngo-44,000. i-X3 starting bid was 200,000, it got sold for 328,000. This doesn't mean nalo lonto njana lo 200 and banbani lo 328,000, it doesn't mean ukuthi it's the final amount. No, kusona samele si factor in ama calculations la kade siwenza la ku calculator ngoba kade ukhona kwi live. Mele si factor in yonke into sifake lo 328 la sifana no 6% mase sifana no 2,600 mase calculate ke total price. If we go, it got passed, ayidayiswanga. In fact, ama auction mfethu kuyafana mfethu yabo, kuyafana user 37,220. Ayafana mfethu, akufani nama dealership ukuthi mhlambe ba nama targets amele ba meet, so it's best ukuthi It's best ukuthi uthenge like during a month end yabo yonke leyo nto leyo. So ayikho yonke leyo nto mfethu yabo. Ama-dealership mfethu depends on i-competition yakho abantu basuke bekhona online noma i-online and on-site yabo noma i-on-site kuphela depending on competition nje mfethu yabo. But ama-auction mfethu ayahluka mfethu yabo la nje bekhona iy'moto ebeziyi-grand mfethu ey'mashe ngey'mali nje mfethu yabo ezi-blind mfethu ama-bargain angempela yabo. So this site is Aucor mfethu, aucor.com mfethu yabo. Angazi noma isakhona i-link because mina usangaya iya la kulo ntunjani uma ufuna i-link yale site iya la ku upcoming auctions ubheke la Aucor ubheke le mase uthi visit uzokunikeza inontunjani uzokuyisa khona mase uzokunikeza ilontunjani ku AuctionHub bese uthi visit kule Aucor yase Durban le ikwazi sisiphindi has anyone bought from this auction? Yes, kade bethenga abantu nje kade siyibuka manje siqedile manje adiphela nje manje ibise eThekwini sigcinephi konje bafethu sigcine la sigcinephi sigcine la kulapha number 34 la nali iPolo lidayise ngo-75 na iSuzu lidayise ngo-222 qale ku-200,000 imoto repossessed izona lezi mfethu bezikhona ngicathi izona lezi repossessive because bedayisela standard bank ne-MFC la nali i-Triber started at 65 it got sold for 66 na Mercedes Benz it started at 150 yadayisa ngo-199 na ilontunjana what you call this Swift it started at 30,000 it got sold for 46,500 nali i20 lidayise ngo-41,000 nali Polo lidayise ngo-98 nali Suzuki lidayise ngo-150 nali iQuest lidayise ngo-71,000 nali iPolo lidayise ngo-165 iqale ku-140 nali Ranger i-double cab it got sold for 300 kwenzalani manje 332,000 iqale ku-275 nali ilontunjana iQuest liqale ku-45 lagcina ku-66 yabo. Nawa amanye amarana futhi le ibipending ibine-STC service confirmation iqale ku-150 i-STC yakhona u-165 STC means that okay uselitholile umuntu khona umuntu oyibhidelile for 165 but then they still need to confirm with i-bank noma lo muntu lo ozoyidayisa yabo lo nto lo i-bank le adoyidayisa on behalf of so basazo-confirm if inga-confirma then the car will come back again on auction hhayi ukuthi le moto le ngoba ingadayiswanga isikwi-STC wena usuzokwazi ukuyithenga no umuntu ekuleli kuyena ukuthi ayithenge ilo muntu lo wa-165 oyibhidelile kuphela hhayi umuntu usuzofika usuzothi hhayi ngicela ungineze le moto le ayikwazi ukwenzeka lento bazothatha imali yeni guys abantu baniskeme bahambe nayo imali yeni ayikho imoto edayisa before or after i-auction ngoba kade sibona la kade bebonke la kukhona aba-online kukhona futhi abakwi-floor kade be-on-site khona la e-workshop eThekwini ibona-ke abantu abazolontunjana labo ibona abantu abazokwazi ukuthi balontunjana babhidelele lezi imoto lezi so nakho sibonile i-T-Cross alidayiswanga i-STC subject to confirmation mase kuba i-JC nayo ingithusile nale moto le kade beyifuna ngempela iqale ku-80,000 yagcina sidayise ku-176 yabo nayo ngithuse kakhulu I think iyona ngithuse kakhulu ke le i-Tucson liqale ku-150 ladayisa ngawo-150 i-Tucson cabanga imoto e-trader ngo-355,500 yabo so you can get like a really good bargain kwama-auction if unenhlanhla yabo so yabona lo muntu lo yabo lo muntu ube nosuku olu-right lo muntu yabo and meyakompete namuntu yabo naye Mahindra uze nenye iqale ku-125 yagcina ku-201 yadayisa 201 nali ivene nalo 156 iPolo nalo lidayisa ngo-100,000 iqale ku-70 le iphasiwe and akusikhona oqala ngiyibona le moto le sekunesikhathi ngilontunjana mfethu ngilontunjana ngiyibona le moto yabo. Nayi i-Hilux ebene-bull bar iqale ku-170 bid price yagcina isidayise ngo-234 yabo. Nayi futhi ne-R7R iqale ku-120 yagcina isidayise ngobani ngo-200,000. Lezi imali lezi i-pending, sorry, nayi ku-STC, so isazoconfirm ayakaconfirm ukuthi izodayiswa noma ngezidayisa, isazoconfirma ne-bank. So guys, lo 200 akusiyona imali ozoyinikeza ukuthi samele ufactor in lama-cost lawo kade sesi-calculate ade bekhona. Sifactor in u-6% we-buyer's commission no-2,600 welontunjana we-documentation fee. So ngoba i-R liphi i-R nali i-R ngoba lu-200,000 i-R kusho ukuthi la sofaka u-200,000, sifaka u-200,000 not 20,000, 200,000 man. Yabo, shuthi i-R kahle kahle ukuze uhambe nalo kahle kahle price, selling price esingasho nje sesifake in-VAT nayo yonke into abayidinga ama-auction is 246,790 i-R ke lelo imali edayise ngale i-R. Yabo ukuthi beyicosha phansi yabo. Ayikho cheap yabo ileyo nto le yabo. Nina nifike nibona imoto athi umuntu uzokudayisela i-R ngo-60,000. Ayikho leyo nto guys, ayikho leyo nto, ayikho. Uzokuscama leyo muntu lo, uzokuscama nje leyo muntu. Ayikho i-R engadayisa ngolontunjana ayikho i-R engadayisa ngo-60,000. Lo muntu usuke ezokuscama yabo. Wes futhi aniyiboni unikeza kanjani umuntu imali ungakazi umbona yabo. Ayenzi sense leyo nto guys. So yabona-ke i-R lihambe ngo-200,000 nala futhi sisapending ngala. Nali Jolion qale ku-160 ladayisa ngo-225. Nali ilontonjana i-Hyundai i20 qale ku-120 ladayisa ngo-154 yabo. Nali i-Hyundai Grand i10 qale ku-55 ladayisa ngo-71. Nali ne-BMW futhi nalo li-STC futhi akakaconfirma but it's pending at 80,000 rands. Nali Kia Picanto started at 70,000 and it got sold for 98,000. Nali Etika liqale ku-60,000 Etika, it got sold for 155,000. Le it got passed anti bengayifuna abantu ngaleyo ndlela. Shuthi ilontunjana i-starting bid abawazanga ukuqala yabo. So i-Kaiga nali Kaiga it started at 85 lagcina lidayiswe ngo-122. Nali ne-Polo futhi iqale 35 i-starting bid lagcina sidayiswe ngo-46,000. Nali i-Rumion liqale nalo kulontunjana ku-125,000 lagcina selilontunjana selidayiswe ngo-235. Nali Nissan Magnite leli besiqala ukulibona besingazi sikhona ilontunjana besingazi ukuthi kukhona ilontunjana i-Magnite ekuthiwa i-Curo yabo. Nayo qale ku-80 lagcina selidayiswe ngo-177. I-Tribe nali qale ngo-70 nali selidayiswa ngo-121. Nali i-Polo qale ku-30,000 i-Polo lagcina lidayiswa ngo-55,000 la-2012 yabo. Akusilona ivivi la afana nevivo kodwa la amadadlana. Nali i-Creta liqale ku-140 nali lagcina selilontunjana lagcina selidayisa ngo-187. Khobone ngizokuphendula manje, I'll answer you just now. This one ilontunjana starting bid was 45, but they can tell you which this is legit. 45,000 it got sold for 50,500. Mesukuba a Grand i10 liqale ku 110, it got sold for 180. A RAV4 it started at 120, it got sold for 142. A Mazda 2 started at 135, it got sold for 200,000. A KB D-Tech it started at 45, it got sold for 92,500. A Datsun Go started at 40,000, got sold at 51,000. Nali Ranger nalo it started at 55,000 rand, got sold at 74,000. And then the Kia Picanto started at 55,000. It got sold at 98,000. Hardboard nayo, isithusile nayo. If you were tuning in on the live, it started at 80,000, and it sold for 147,000. Now linear range of 40. It started at 150, it got sold for 140. Nali i10, it started at 60,000, it got sold for 110,000. Honda Amaze, it started at 35,000 and it got sold for 95,000. Now futhi Accent nalo, it got sold for cheap. Not cheap, but at a bargain, because it had also my issues, as you can see, like from the thumbnail picture, or would see like there's like a whole lot going on. A lot of misalignment going on. Should be shy level, and also had luntunjan, dents and scratches. So it started at 10,000, and it got sold for 36,000. Hyundai i20, I think this is the third one. It started at 100,000 and it got sold for 165,000. Nali e-bike besiqala ukuyibona le NUF. I think someone asked me earlier on ukuthi what is the lowest amount of seen for a car, and this wasn't even a non-runner. This was a perfectly functional car. It just had dents and scratches here and there, cosmetic stuff, you know. So it started at 12,000, but it got sold for 20,000. This is the cheapest I've seen. So the sold prices, this is not the price you would pay the auctioneer to actually leave off with the car. You also need to factor in a buyer's commission at 6%, 2,600 documentation fee, of which we calculated last. So kulo 20,000, yabo. Le moto ngoba due 20,000 VAT standard, buyer's commission of 6%, and documentation fee of 2,600. So if you calculate the price, this is the total selling price or the total invoice price that you would need to pay the auctioneer for you to leave off with the car. So the price is 27,370. So Skubege, Isuzu D-Max, this is a single cab, started at 90,000, got sold for 173. Suzuki Swift, it started at 70,000, got sold for 99. Polo, it started at 30,000, got sold for 40. For Terreno Triber, it started at 60,000, got sold for 110. For Grand i10, started at 60,000 and it got sold for 97,500. And then you get a Mercedes Benz, it started at 110,000, and it's still pending, subject to confirmation, at 116. Nalini KP Foods, it started at 25, got sold at 72,000 and a half. Fiesta, it started at 35,000. Yona is Isengo 76,500. Mesoguba Hyundai Atos, started at 70,000 and it got sold for 100,000. Now you got to see Tanda Kula to see Lindile Golf GTI 6C 1.8 TSI DSG. It started at 90,000. It got sold at 153. Konfesa Tetsi and Abezavela bid at 200,000 off the bat, but yeah, it got sold for way less. So ulo 153. So far 153. So far to calculate the total invoice price, the price that you would need to pay in order for you to leave off with the car. So Lila GTI, Polo GTI, it's 189,497. It's the total invoice price that you would need to pay the auctioneer for you to leave off with the vehicle. And Grand i10 Hyundai, starting bid 60,000, and it got sold for 92,000. Itiguani started at 75. It got sold for 127. Hyundai i20, it started at 40,000 and it got sold at 87,000. And then Mercedes Benz started at 480 and it got sold for 672. So iyona-ke guys-ke leyo-ke auction yethatha isikhathi ukuyibuka. Wona wonke ama-price ngisazowaposta, ngizoyiposta ividiyo nje ezo-include wonke amalontunjana ama-figures nayo yonke lento le kade siyibuka manje. If ufuna le link le la uzwa ku-AuctionHub we-upcoming calculators upcoming calculators, upcoming auctions, uye la ku-Durban Aucor le kule auction le yabo, mase uthi visit, mase visit izokunikeza le link ke le yale Aucor auction le kade siyibuka nje njengamanje. So guys, mawufuna i-finance, inamba yami ikhona kulontunjana ku-bio, nayi 084316 1932 ikhona kwi-bio yami. Funa i-finance, inamba yami guys, it's strictly reserved for abantu abafuna i-finance ukuze ngizobasheshe ngibasize, because ama-auction enye into ukuthi they're very like isikhathi like kumele ube time kakhulu when uzofuna ukuthenga imoto kwi-auction yabo, because ama-auction awanqeni ukhipha imoto uthole ukuthi i-auction yana izokwenzeka kusasa, uthole ukuthi i-list i-catalog bayikhiphe namhlanje yabo, and manje kumele ulungise yonke into yakho yabo, wenze nama-viewings yonke leyo nto leyo before ilontonjana before i-auction iqale yabo lento leyo. So fethu mina guys, AuctionHub does not sell cars, so this number that I'm giving you, it's only for finance. AuctionHub does not sell cars. So if you're asking me, can I get a car for 60,000? Hey, ilontonjana i-bots lethu ngeke likuphendule guys. We deal with that. If you have any questions related to imoto, please ask them in the comments. That's where I answer my questions are anjalo. But if you require finance, just on the number on my bio and also on the site 084316 1932, you wanna where you can direct my queries of finance. It's okay, how can I register, how can I participate to the auction lena yabo yonke leyo nto leyo, yonke into kwi-site yethu AuctionHub, you will be directed to sorry about that guys. So yeah, you'll be directed to ilontunjana ilontunjana our ilontunjana our auctioneer partners. So uzobona zonke imoto na yonke leyo nto. Kuningi senza sasifuna ngakho, my mind is everywhere. I need to be somewhere as well. But yeah, guys, kunjalo. If you have any questions, guys, I'm more than willing to assist. My questions, please direct them. My comments, I will thank you. I will reply to them. We will engage. We'll on my comments. But in number, guys, it's only for abantu abafuna finance. No, abafuna apply for finance. Abadinga usizo ngalokho. Chances of you getting a response if you're asking about a car, is this car still available? We don't sell cars, guys. Le motors ama auction, ama dates asuke bhaliwe la na ama dates yabo la yabhaliwe ukuthi auction ban auction 18 to 19 Gauteng yabo le nto le. So abantu ngabe uyakubona mawufuna ukubuza imoto, is it available, uyala ku view more, uyala ku auction details. Now cross state 18 to 19th viewing Gauteng, nayi address yabo, nayi number yabo, nayi email yabo. Now abantu ngabe yabuza le moto is still available. AuctionHub uyayilista kuphela imoto. It's like when ufike ubuza auto trader ukuthi imoto isa available nga Mercedes yabo. Auto trader wazi lutho ngale nto njana, wazi lutho nge Mercedes yabo. So yeah, injalo guys. Ngiyacela guys, okay, why do they want? So Kubone, bengithi ngizokuphendula mfethu. I wanted to answer you regards to ukuthi AuctionHub is legit. AuctionHub mfethu, it's a listing platform, just like Auto Trader is a listing platform for private sellers who want to sell their vehicles, as well as dealerships who want to sell their vehicles. So AuctionHub is just the same thing as Auto Trader. So your question on whether it's legit or not, it's really futile because vele asithathi imali yamuntu thina yabona lento leyo. We don't sell any cars, we don't promise anyone a car before or after the auction. We just list cars. That's what we do. We work with our auctioneers to list cars kuphela yabo. So we only list our auctioneers no auction houses are legit, so that you guys do not get scammed. So the 10,000 rand, the 10k deposit, for some it's 7k for auction operation, for some it's 5k. So the deposit is for you to like to show intent that you are you are keen on bidding. Otherwise anyone can just show up, and then because it could raise issues amaning if you just allow anyone to bid, because if you have a deposit and you actually win a bid, that deposit would actually go into your final bid price, will be subtracted. But if you bid for a car and then when you decide to no, I actually don't want this car, you change your mind, then your deposits will be taken, because now the car could have been given to someone else, but then you actually decide to bid for the car, and then now you don't want to take the car because you've maybe have had like a sudden change of mind. But it doesn't work like that. If you're bidding for a car, you should intend on getting that car. You shouldn't now in the middle of or after the auction you decide no, I'm going to change it. Then you're going to take the deposit and then they're going to bring the vehicle back again on the next auction. Also, if you end up not winning any bids, the deposit will be given back to you. It's refundable. So don't give that deposit just to anyone. TikTok, you need to confirm with the auction house bane number so that you don't get scammed. Unganikeza 10,000 ku AuctionHub, unganikeza 10,000 ku Andile, unganikeza 10,000 we deposits komunye umuntu. You should give the 10,000 rand deposit to the auction house. So this is the auction house Aucor. So they have their banking details khona konke lana on their site. Ungathatha izinto oyibona ku social media. Anyone can create a social media account. Afika athi Aucor, and then message ama banking details, you confirm ukuthi okay, this is Aucor, these are the guys that I'm paying. Masuba khokhelile futhi bazosho ukuthi awusukhokhile, this is your bidding number, and then you can actually go on with bidding with auctioneers or wenzeka. So that is the reason for the 10,000 rand deposit. I'm not sure if I'm missing out on any questions. So I think I've answered you. Corsa, it's been a while since I've seen a Corsa Paki. I'm an NP200 and you're paying to Luwabon. The 10,000 rand is not a problem. It's to show intent to avoid my issues. Totally polio 55, number 55. Polio 55 manje. Mfethu ngizoyiposta zonke lezi zinto mfethu when I'm done. GD6 yona should go 270. GD6 mfethu. Yeah, it depends but ukuthi i-condition yakhona nayo injani yabo yonke leyo nto leyo. All right, thank you very much Kubone. Calculation i-GD6 mfethu uzofika uthathe yona mfethu meshalo uthi angiyibona ngokuthi imali uthe u270 ufika ufaka u270 wakho la kwi-calculator. Nawe ungayisebenzisa i-calculator mfethu akusiyona yami kuphela yethu sonke 2,600. So my u270 then i-total price yakhona u322,120. Yona ke le question yona total invoice price GD6 yakho leyo. So guys, if you have any questions, please on the comments, that is where I answer my questions. The number is strictly reserved for abantu who want to apply for finance. Our bot will not answer you. It will just filter you out if ubuza noma send hi. Just be like hi if you are that way inclined, mothando bingelela. But yeah, mina I'm Zulu, so please greet to show respect. You're gonna say hi. I'm looking. I want to arrange thingy finance for thingy for an auction, and then we can talk again. Going from there, I give you the form, you give me your details, and then we apply for finances, bonuses, and then we can take the consulting or consultation from there. I'm looking forward towards a Corolla Quest. My Quest, in fact, at the Swabona, my Quest, maning. There were a lot of quests. They were being sold now. It got sold for 71,000. Quest. I think, and it wasn't the only one for it. So yeah. So yeah, guys. In number, guys, it is for a finance, guys. Please. If you have any questions, I see Daisy Mod, as I said, AuctionHub does not sell vehicles. It will never ask you for money. It will never promise you any vehicles before or after the auction. All we do is merely list auction cars from various trusted auctioneers. So that is what we do. Asihlangene nakho yabo, and there are people who are posing bathatha ama-video lawo esiwenzayo ku-TikTok, mhlawumbe bona bahamba baye nawo ku-Facebook bafike bayoskema ama-old lady laphayana ama-timer yabo, bathi hayi bazokudayisela imoto for 150 yabo, le nto leyo uzokudayisela i-Mercedes for 150. So it's yiphi le Mercedes le? Thothi nje le Mercedes le edayise ngo-672 athi yena izodayisa ngo-150. Afake uma-OLED, imali yakhe ye-retirement yonke gone yabo. Bese hayi no, ngibona ivideo kade no-AuctionHub kanjani. Come on, awukwazi, you can't buy a car without viewing it first. You need to know where the car is. You need to bring a mechanic if it's an auction. You bring a mechanic. Even my dealerships now, they are notoriously known for selling lemons. You go to the dealership or the place, you get an inspector, you inspect the car. Khona guys like View for you who provide services for you to fully inspect imoto yakho ukuthi is it in the right condition before actually buying it. So that's doing due diligence lapho yabo. So bazofika bathi bona bazokudayisela iPolo ngo-50,000 noma ngo-25,000 yabo, and now we fake imali kanjani, guys? I mean I fail to understand ukuthi how can you deposit imali kwi-account yomuntu without actually seeing the car? Because now auction houses or Aucor, they advise you guys, do not bid for a car if you haven't viewed it. Basuke avoida nabo inkinga kanje ukuthi umuntu esekhokha deposit, and then mase esekhokha deposit usethi hayi no, I actually don't want this car, I'm having second guesses yabo. So you view the car before the auction actually starts. You view the car. If you are satisfied, then you go and bid for the car yabo. You can't just deposit imali yakho kulento njani kumuntu ongamazi kanjani. Like why would you do that? Umuntu ongakayiboni, umuntu ombone ku-TikTok, mhlawumbe nawe ukazibona yabo. Mina nje manje I'm very conscious about the content that I'm putting out yabo, ukuthi I should alert abantu ukuthi they should be very careful of ama-scams enzakala. That is why I'm showing my face. That's why my comments are open. And if you take a look at all these scammer accounts, they have their comments closed. You don't know who the person is. They probably have a profile picture of a face that you can't really identify. So I'm out there to show you guys that this is legit, and you need to look out for a band who wants monies from you, who promise you cars before after the auction. So my face is out there. My account, the only person that AuctionHub is following is my personal account, and on my personal account it's also public, you can see me. So there's no such thing as mina ngizothatha imali yakho yabo. Angikaze ngicele imali yamuntu, angisoze futhi ngicele imali yamuntu. Abantu abazonginikeza imali is the auction houses, not you guys. So when can I view if I want? So in Gauteng there are quite a lot of auctions happening. I think Gauteng is the place if you want auction. So tomorrow there's an auction happening at the Phela nje manje cross states, which is the one we have listed here on our featured auctions. This auction here was online, but the viewing venue was in Gauteng in Boksburg. So these are the cars that were being auctioned. You can view, you can navigate to our upcoming auctions page. Lan, you can see all the auctions that are going to be happening in Gauteng. Their sites, you click on visit. If you want to apply for finance, you apply here, and then you WhatsApp me and tell you to apply. But yeah, guys, we have no, this one is a bit far. The Absa let me Park Village. Park Village Lena. It's happening on the 8th of July. So yabo na yenye futhi zobuyenzeka futhi Thursday, auction operation kade namhlanje, and then on Monday we also have a cross date. So there's a lot of auctions happening in Gauteng. You're in the pool. But yeah, guys, it has been a good time, guys. Tell everyone, your family, your friends, your colleagues, everyone, go to AuctionHub corner, and we are going to grow even more. We intend on eradicating yonke le nto, guys, that's been going on ukuthi abantu bangazi ukuthi what's going on at ama auction, and them ending up getting scammed. So yeah, guys, tired of speaking right now. Thank you for the follow. Thank you if you guys tuned in. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, guys, ngisazoposta le video le nama links. Mawufuna le link le yale lontonjana yale page le, you go to upcoming vehicle auctions and you go onto Aucor, Durban Aucor, and then you click on visit. You will then be directed to the sites. My WhatsApp number is strictly for people who want to arrange finance and want to register to participate in auctions or whatever auction they saw on the upcoming auctions. It is not for questions or is this car still available? AuctionHub does not sell cars, guys. We don't sell cars. We list cars for auctioneers. Same thing. I made an analogy with auction Auto Trader, which you don't go to Auto Trader and ask them if the BMW is available at SMG Durban. They don't know. So, and also I'm auctions and I'm dates. La you can see the auction dates. The dates are listed. Auction for these cars. So if it's anything after the 19th, it means that the car is no longer available. Even on the upcoming auctions page, the dates are listed. On your left would be obviously this is desktop, it's different on mobile. So on your left would be the auction dates, and here would be the viewing dates, the auction, the location, the auction type, whether it's online or on site or both, or either of the two, the address, the contact details. So these are the people, the contacts, these are the people you should be asking, what is the car still available, and then they will tell you. And then if you want to apply for finance, you apply here, and after you've applied and filled in the form, this is the form, auction finance. So we work with Bank, Wonk, Absa, MFC, West Bank, Cash Power, Babo, Wonk, now Standard Bank, now VW Finance, and no Toyota now. So we work with Wonk Bank. You fill in this form, and then you contact me, go WhatsApp number, so that we can fast track his in to contact me. Andile, I've applied for Ilontunjan. I've applied for finance. Can you please fast track things for me? And then we do that for you. You get approved for finance, and then you say auction. If you're in good standing with my banks. So guys, spread the message. Now I'm going to be doing my fair bit of just that. Guys, this is not a scam. We are a listing platform to wonk upcoming auctions in one place. So yeah, thank you guys once again. I'm signing out right now. We'll see each other next time. Yo, ngiyabonga.